Hello, everybody. We are back
Yo,
today
what's up?
with Runarcana, your story, episode 3. Love it.
Woo!
Now, with this episode 3, I know some people don't appear to be here just yet, but do not worry, they are coming. But for now, for the people we do have, who wants a potential inspiration for giving a potential recap?
Do I have the inspiration from last time?
Yeah,
Unless you used it,
I haven't used it yet.
then yeah, you still have it. You have a little mark at the top of your character sheet where you can mark down you have an inspiration.
Oh, let me go do that.
well, if no one else can, I guess I can try to do. the
I
recap.
hate giving recaps. I hate it.
The best people.
Okay, let's see.
Recaps.
So, what I can remember is, kind of trained for a bit. We did a little training camp. Yondel won a couple bets from the climbing and the fighting, and we all kind of sucked at the target practice. We did that, and then we went back to the little abode that we had, and Yondel came up with a little. Oh, actually, before that, Yondel and Titanbark went to see a certain Yordle called Rumble, and Yondel ended up getting burnt to a crisp, and so Titanbark had to save him. Yondel wanted some revenge, so later on, he devised a plan with the rest of the group to maybe do some sort of kidnap plot on Rumble, and they went. They got hit by one of Rumble's traps, unfortunately, teleporting them into the air. They're fallen to their death, and had to deal with that. And then, they rested. The day after, the main person came in, offered them their first quest to do a bodyguarding position for some rich guy in the desert, and so they went there. They kind of stayed a few days, and the last thing we kind of heard before we left off was some kind of thing outside rustling.
You forgot to mention that when Yondel won the bets, it was all through cheating with Titanbark.
Cheated? No, one of them was. The second one was fair and square. Titan or Yondel destroyed
Was
the
it?
troll. Yeah.
Guess we'll have to go watch the last episode to find out. So, for now, I'll say you can have your little inspiration. You've done that of your recap successfully for now, as I will continue kind of off here, as pretty much most of you here being asleep, most of you being Zutark, Melis, Yondel at the moment. Titanbark might be able to see his surroundings, but I know he wasn't able to get the check. Chuli, I don't think was able to get the check either, as Volix would probably be one of the only people to actually see this, as he did make his check as he sees. Pulling it up once again. That of this fabulous little crocodile-like creature here.
I love
You mean salamander?
It's probably, I say crocodile because it's got features of it, but it has features of a salamander as well. It's a little bit unknown, but right now, as I had said before, they do seem to have like a couple of golden trinkets kind of like around their neck and swords as they're kind of slowly making their way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, getting right into it, I suppose. I look around and no one else is moving besides me and them. Like, no one else seems to notice yet.
Mm-hmm. You're the only one who's seen it.
Cool.
Era.
I'm not gonna do my job of capturing this thing. I already rolled stealth. I'm gonna try and stealth and follow it. Just see where it's going. My idea is like maybe I can uh report back, if there's like more of them or like where their home is. I don't know yet, but I don't want to just capture it.
Give me your stealth.
I already rolled stealth. It was 17 at the end.
17. Actually, I don't think it has a spot. So.
Mystery dice.
Mm.
You'll see as it continues kind of along the path, somewhat looking around, and it kind of like hides behind one of the pillars at the moment, taking notice that there's basically a kind of a guard, it looks to be like asleep. You'll see as after looking for a few moments, it turns around, proceeds to like try to come up to this door. It kind of makes like a small scratching noise, not enough to like really alert anything, but just like enough to kind of see if it can push this door. It appears that it can at the very moment, as it kind of takes a small peek in at the moment.
I mean, I'm gonna let it.
I will say after take a peek and proceeds to go in. Do you wait on the outside?
Well, how tall are the ceilings in the room? Because I have tremor sense, so if it's not above 15 feet tall, I could see it moving in the room.
For being on the top, I'd say if you were a lot below, you couldn't. But being on the
Can
top,
I walk
you
like?
can.
Can I walk like halfway down the wall to
No,
where
I'm saying you can.
Okay.
I was in there and I'm 15'4", so.
Oh.
I said you barely fit in there.
Oh, okay.
You had to like lean down. Then yeah, I'm just gonna track it with tremor sense.
All right.
It's not working in game, so I can't actually see it. But
You probably can't really see it anyways because this has like there's no like map thing to this. So there's no actual vision at the moment. But then that means you will see from where you at least kind of were to where you started to follow it. You did notice the presence of another person in here. Kind of where Barbara came. Sorry, not Barbara. This creature came from.
Oh, there's like two of them.
Oh.
No, because this one seems to be at least like that of probably around the size that I don't want to say you specifically are, but like a medium-sized creature in here.
Fuck. And I know it's not like the noble or his kid or wife. Like they're sleeping in a different room.
To your knowledge, they are.
Well, that's fucking weird. I'm gonna keep following this weird lizard. I'll make mental note of it.
You will see as eventually, with some time, this per se lizard proceeds to kind of open up the door a slight bit and comes back out with what seems to be like a couple more kind of like symbols or stuff that you would guess to be like, I don't want to say shrine or like more so gold, like golden amulets, golden things to kind of represent that of per se Azir or that of Shariba City that you could tell would have been in that room. As
How long were they in there?
they were literally only in there for like 5-10 minutes.
That's enough. While they were doing that, I just want to say that I was unloading my guns and loading it with trap bullets instead, just in case.
Okay. I'm also going to proceed
Alright.
to go out of the room.
Where are you going now?
You're going to see as it starts to slowly make its way back to that of this door.
Uh-huh.
You see that it's closed right now, but you hear that of like a small little scratch, just like that enough of like a slight push. This door doesn't open. It doesn't look like at first until you hear that of course, the medium-sized creature as you feel up to the door, open that of the door, and you hear the whispers of something. All
And I
right,
don't
good
know.
job, Barb.
This is where they came in at, right? Like this is where we first saw him. He's leaving this room.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna stealthily go down the wall and try and like follow them in there because I feel like there's a tunnel or something and I might lose them if I don't.
How do you plan to follow them in here if they're closing the door behind them? Because you could still technically sense where they are from the top, but I'm just saying you can't like go inside without.
Good point.
You could tell us.
No. Then it might alert him. You said those windows were glass but big enough for us to fit through, right? When we asked before, because we were like, we don't want to break the glass.
Yeah, they're like, they're supposed to be like windows that can only open from the inside. So that's why they look somewhat like jail kind of windows, but so they got bars on them. But if you open it up from the inside, it easily like opens up as a window.
Well, I feel like breaking glass might be quieter than shooting a gun, so I'm gonna go towards the window, and that way I can at least see through the window where they go, and break it open if I need to.
So you're trying to sneakily look through the window?
Yeah,
Give me a stealth check.
gotcha. I'm gonna re-roll that.
Oh, I also forgot.
It's better.
I should have been. My rolls haven't been. That was for something else. You rolled an 11. Let's see what this person gets.
Roll low. I'll make them re-roll it too. Don't fucking test me. Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Are
I'll
we
make...
able? Are we supposed to be able to see the names of them in that?
It won't. It doesn't really matter that much. Because I now will reveal that of the person which seeming to be not noticing you taking a little bit of a peek into through the window, as you will see this bigger kind of guy, and
Love him too.
and
I like them both.
and he proceeds to see as this little croc which you had heard before, Barb, proceed to kind of slowly go up to him and kind of give that of an amulet, a couple of amulets up to him, as you see him kind of stuffing it in his pockets. He's like, as you could hear the faint like whispers of like, nice, good job, Barb. And you hear a small little blah blah as you hear, shh, Barb, not now.
Just a little dude. Come on.
I love them both.
And then you hear the small, all right, now hopefully the rest of them can get it. Kind of takes a look around. You peek your head like kind of back up a little bit before you'd be spotted. But you were just told there are potentially other people here.
Okay, that might be a little bit dangerous. I don't want to get my new associates killed. No guts, no glory. I'm gonna peek through the window and I'm gonna like whisper shout a little bit. I'm gonna go, hey.
You're at,
Oh my god.
Hey.
Hey.
I'm gonna alert him that I see him.
so I
no
will
gut-
say before you actually do anything, just to put it out as an option, you do see one of the windows like slightly cracked, so maybe you could get in.
Oh, then yeah, I want to do that first.
Hey there.
No, I don't. It would look kind of creepy if I just shouted at him through the window.
Hey.
Hello,
Hey!
good sir.
I do want to point out, guns still holstered after I switch the bullets. I want to look non-threatening.
I'll give you a second.
And like maybe chains tucked into my clothes so they can't see it as well. Look kind of suspicious if a guy chained up is going to a noble's house. Hey!
No,
Hey!
sorry. I was just trying to fix the cameras because now we got Chuli back.
Have I complicated things? Apologies.
No,
You're
fine.
fine.
You made it fine. I'm just trying to make sure everything.
Yo, show him the other dude
I
that
will
just
in a
got
second.
reviewed.
Part of me just wants to help them steal everything.
That's absolutely what I'm going for. Out of character, that's what I'm going for. I'm trying to help them.
Okay, here we go. Okay, so they had just seen that of, for a small little recap from Julie. Seen that of this creature, which so far only Volux has this information, but I'm just gonna say it. Y'all have found out the information of this creature, at least at the moment, you know of being named that of Barb. And you know it because so far Volux has been sneakily listing in and seeing where Barb has been going, and found out there's this kind of bigger like guy that has also been sneaking about right now.
But there might be more of them, so that's why.
Oh, we're bad at this. We're so bad at our job.
Yeah, out of character, I'm trying to help him.
Yeah, so essentially you went through that of the window, or are you just like, do you open the window, you stick your head in, like how you do it?
No, I want to get. I want to try and stealth like to here if I can, like through the window to here. I don't want to get too close to him because that's
Give me a
threatening, but I want to be in the room.
Give me another stealth check.
Come on, game, don't fuck me. Thank you. Ah. Ah.
So literally you kind of like slightly open up the door and kind of quickly make your way behind a couple yeah, basically like a couple of chairs, and the desk is, as there's like a faint kind of push of the rug, and this guy
This
goes,
fucking
"Who's that?"
rug got it. I look down at the rug and I go, this fucking rug got a fray in it. Fucking ripped on the damn rug.
Barbara, stay behind.
I put my hands up. I go, whoa there, friend. I mean no trouble.
He looks at you, almost in a threatening manner, already has his hands up for a second until
I want to be
you-
clear. I'm not lying. So
Until-
like no deception
He's got
necessary.
he's got his hands up right now. He's kind of like unprepared for a second until he sees so far you're kind of hands up. You literally have chains, and he's like, "Are you slave?"
Aren't we all slaves to something?
He kind of being confused is like, "Well, look, you don't gotta say I was here, and I can help you get you out of those."
You don't want to get me out of those, but also I have no plans to say that you are here.
He kind of like still has his hands up, but still slightly being lowered a little bit. And why would I believe you on that?
Well, I look down at myself, my obviously not Sherman clothes. I obviously have no loyalty to Sharuma.
Right. So what you're saying is, you would like to stay here and stay here for a little while.
I mean, you got a base or something? You got somewhere that I can hang out with? Me and my friends, maybe? Listen, I'm gonna
Your
be honest
friends?
with you. I'm gonna be completely transparent with you, like you should always be with thieves. Um, uh, everybody out there were forcibly put into the military of Shurima and told to guard this noble that I have no loyalty about, who's an absolute emperor, I say in quotes, Azir stan. And I have absolutely no love for Emperor Azir. I guess like it's cool that he built a city and stuff, and I'm sure you guys all like it. But honestly, because you're stealing from somebody who loves Emperor Azir, I'm more on your side than his.
You have quite a lot to say.
So I'm hoping maybe I can, me and friends can join you. Maybe I know that they
First
don't
of
have
all,
love
I
for
don't
the
know who
military.
you know your friends, who they are.
Everybody
Secondly,
out
how
there
do
that's
you
not
even
the
know who
noble.
I would be, and how do you know I wouldn't even just backstab you right here, right now?
Listen, man, I'm gonna be honest because I could probably beat you if you backstab. You're a thief. You're not really.
Maybe you could beat me, but not the rest of us.
Listen, I don't care much about you. I care about the cute thing behind you. I'm more in it for that. I just think they look cool.
He like doesn't like full turn, but he has a slight turn with his head. He's like, "You talking about my girl? That's Barbara."
Yeah, I think Barbara looks cool. I kind of want to join for her.
Not now, Barbara. See as Barbara kind of like goes between his legs at the moment. Look, I don't know why in specific you're trying to convince me who, at the very moment, is almost kind of obviously stealing from this place. And I don't know what your hatred is for that of this Azir fella, but I don't particularly care about it.
Listen, you guys are good at stealing, right? Let's put this in a way you don't understand. Let's put this in a way you understand, because like nothing in this world's for free. I won't say anything if you have Barber or yourself break into his office down there just so I can go in and see what's going on, because he hasn't let us go in that room, but everywhere else has been free access. So you let us break in there, no words will be said.
He like he takes a think for a second, and as he's going to say something, uh you feel almost like that of a slight rumbling around the area.
Like really close to them.
Right now it feels slightly closer to like the top of the map. But we're not going to do anything with that just yet, as we're going to go back a little bit first, and we're going to see
Ooh.
something here.
Listen, the only person that might not want to work for Thief is Melius. Everybody else I know will be down.
Chuli, give me a perception check based on hearing.
Oh boy. I'm
I
not
don't-
terrible at this.
I don't know if I want you to hear or not.
I mean, it's only +1. It's down to the dice.
Okay, 12, not too bad.
Yeah, not too bad. You might hear. Ooh, I don't think you're gonna hear. I don't think you're gonna hear.
Safe cracker.
Fantastic. All right.
This noble couldn't have expected us to kill these little fucking
Actually,
lizards. Like, there's no way.
I'll say Yondel, even though you're asleep, you can make me a perception check as well, but with disadvantage because you're asleep.
Okay.
There's no.
It's more of like if this wakes him up.
I gotta roll disadvantage in a sec.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Hey,
it wouldn't matter,
hey,
but I
hey.
wanted to put it out there. All right, so, truly, as you're kind of going around, kind of trying to listen in for some things, you swear for a second earlier there was like a door opening and closing at some point, but not like a super loud one, just like around, and you're not too sure as you take a look at that of Zutark, Titanbark, Velis, you're almost kind of like, where's the other two for a quick second? Then you're maybe like, it could have been like one of them using the bathroom or something. I don't know.
Everything's fine. No, I'm awake. I'm awake.
Maybe this is why you shouldn't spend 4 days straight awake.
Along with Titan Bark. Titan Bark, you can give me a perception check.
They're gonna rob him as if his new metal.
The -1. God.
Yeah, so anyways.
Man, I'm lucky Barb rolled so fucking low. I mean, I did that 20, but Jesus, these are high rolls.
+10, God.
Now, Zutark, Melis, and Yondel, you can all give me a Constitution saving throw to potentially wake up, as at this point, you would hear a rumbling, kind of up towards kind of the top. Just a small, it's like only a small bit of a rumbling. It doesn't seem to be too massive, like anything like how the void was in the last episode or other episode. On a, I was gonna say on a 12, it should wake you up.
Oh
Which is
my
unfortunate.
god, you guys are so fucking
Tired,
tired,
guys.
bro.
You've been working hard.
Wake the fuck up.
Zutark is actually just gone, so he's asleep anyways. Going back now towards that of Volix, as I just wanted to give everyone else an opportunity here. But back to Volix. And this guy here, as you guys had just heard that of the rumble, of the small bit of rumbling, as he's like, you don't need to worry about that.
That you, I presume?
I'm gonna say not this time.
Huh. Okay, well, anyway, back to our deal. Open that door for me?
I'm confused what you're trying to get from me here.
I slowly walk towards this door. So that way I can open this door and point over here.
He kind of like, seeing as you've been non-threatening this whole time, kind of lets you, but he's very like skeptical.
I open the door to where he can see the courtyard, and I like point over to this door. I go, that door's locked, and no one has been able to get in. I want to know what the noble's hiding.
Why are you so curious about this?
Because I haven't seen one person say anything bad about Emperor, in quotes, Azir. I want to see something bad about Azir.
Didn't I specifically just say I did not care?
Yeah, but do not care is not bad. Like, I want to see if he's like enslaving children or something. So
How
if
long
one
have
of
you
his
been
fault-
around here?
like 2 weeks.
Clearly.
2 weeks.
I can clearly see you're not from around here, or that
Listen,
of
I
Shurima in general. So I'm
Listen, I
gonna
followed
give you a
Azir.
suggestion here. If you're gonna be anywhere around this city, you should probably follow that of the Emperor.
Yeah, I know. That's how I got forcibly recruited into this fucking weird ragtag army. But I'm just saying, it would make me feel better if this noble was secretly corrupt. And there's a room that he won't let me go in. So obviously that's the room where he hides all his corrupt shit at, right? Otherwise, I'll scream. How about that? How about we resort to that?
He's
Can you
just he's
please
so
just
lost
open
in
the door?
confusion. He's like, He's like, is this guy trying to help me steal?
Just help me open the door and I won't scream. How about that?
I can just. Okay. He's just
Thank
so
you.
lost.
We're walking, I go, watch out for the one guy who's awake. He's half asleep, but he's awake. And I point at Thule.
What do you want me to do about it?
Just fucking be careful that he doesn't spot you or something. I don't know what he'll do. These guys aren't necessarily my friends.
You
I
just
kind
said
of
they
known
were
them for
friends.
yeah, friends in like a loose term. Like you know friends that you like.
So why
You know
would
how
I
you
want
say
them either?
you know yeah, but like I just want to explain. You know how like you say people are your friends just because you're forced to be around them a lot. That's kind of how it is. But I've only known them for like 4 days or something.
So how do we get to that door then?
I don't know. You guys have been doing a decently good job of it besides me. I suppose just keep doing what you're doing. I just wanted to point out to be careful. Can you
Alright.
guys walk on walls?
He looks over at Barb and says, Barb, go follow him. I guess for now, if anything wrong happens, come back here immediately. I'm gonna keep my eye on you from here. There is help to be had over there, but not from me.
All right, fair enough. So Barb's gonna follow me. I'm gonna point up, so that way he knows, like, he knows what I'm about to do, and I'm gonna grab Barb because she's small and go up the wall because it seems safer than walking through the courtyard.
Okay. Barb is just there for the ride, I guess.
And I'm going around this way to the office.
Okay.
So any rolls that need to be made, that's my plan.
The only rolls that would have to be made would be towards that of Titan, Mark, and Julie.
Do I need a stealth roll?
Yes.
I'm gonna roll at that one here.
Ain't no way. After
I'll
all
use a
this work.
point. Okay.
Julie.
Oh my god!
Woo! Julie, finally.
How far did we get before he saw though? I'm curious.
Honestly, he literally was just like this entire time, like not like watching you guys, but not in the way that you think. Like he was just looking up at the star, like he's trying to keep himself up. He's looking, he swears he sees some like shadowy figures, and it's like it's probably nothing. Turns back around, it's gone again, and he's like, "What?" And then he kind of looks around until he sees you until he sees pretty much you. He sees you like, but barely, almost like you're about to kind of climb down almost, and he just is looking at you with the stare of like, you know what I mean, where it's like he looks really tired of the bags under the eyes.
Does he see Barb?
Very much so.
I'm gonna lock eyes with him. We lock eyes, and I just put a finger on my mouth in a shush motion and continue on. No
Did
word.
he make noise when he wake up? When he notice something?
That's what the shush motion's for. Now it's
But
in
didn't he
Dooley's
already
court
make
now.
the noise though?
Who make what noise? Wait, what? No, what do you
Thule.
mean? No, Thule didn't
never
make
said he
it
made a
make a noise yet.
Oh, I thought that's what that cooing noise was he made. Okay, never mind then. Okay.
Oh, did he? I couldn't tell.
No, I don't think I've made any cooing noises.
Okay. All right then, whatever.
But I'm just gonna put a finger on my mouth in like a shush motion and continue on. And what Dooley
Yeah.
does is what Dooley does.
Julie's gonna like raise a wing and go.
I kind of just nod at him. He's gonna see me scale down the wall like here with a lizard in hand, and I'm gonna like point to the office door. I give like a thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs up, thumbs down.
Julie will tiptoe towards the office door.
I'm gonna wait for him to get near me, so that way I can talk to him without shouting.
You definitely could basically be right up next to each other at this point.
I kind of like, I'm keeping my voice down, and I go, "So I found the thieves."
I mean, we were only told to find them, right?
Is Tuli
Yeah.
making a stealth roll?
I can do that.
You are asleep, right, Melius?
I'm just saying, for gameplay purposes, is he
For-
making a stealth roll?
I
Or is he
can
just,
play
or is he just loud doing all of this?
Yeah, maybe
Oh,
I
no,
can
I
hear
did
it.
put a shushing motion on him.
So is he making? That's what I'm saying. Is he making a stealth roll?
There we go.
Would I have seen him or heard him then? Since
You would
my
be the only one that could potentially right now see him. Titan Bark. So
Yeah.
you make another,
I'm still asleep, so I
another
can't do
roll.
anything about that. Like,
wait, Titan bark or Yon? Like, can
Titan
Yondel
Bark.
hear him?
No, Yondel doesn't hear them yet. They're
Titan Bark,
specifically
how are
being
you?
quiet.
Out of character, how are you the only one that could potentially see things while we're all asleep, and you have a -1? I'm gonna say, listen to Tuli. I'm gonna be like, listen. He did only say find them, and also they're like way cooler than these nobles.
What's that deal? Are they a guild? Are you in on this? Are you on the take? What's...
I mean, now potentially. To be honest, I wasn't when we started, but then I saw like this thing. Her name's Barb, by the way, and I point to the lizard and I go, don't just seeing her make you want to join her side? Like, something about her is so much cooler than these nobles. But I basically was like, you know, that office that we couldn't get into, that he wouldn't let us into? I was like, break into there for me so I can see what he's hiding and I won't shout.
Julie's gonna look at with that one animal. Gonna look at Barb and be like,
I think I eat that back home.
Well, can you not now?
Barb backs
now
up.
is fine.
now
Oh.
it's fine. Just
Do you like eat it in like a cute way? Like, you know, when you see like a baby cow and it's like you eat cows, but like baby cows are cute, or do you eat it in like a I don't care about this thing kind of way?
is that a baby? Is it not mature? Or...
I have no idea. I'm not an animal guy, but I'm like, isn't it kind of cute?
As far as anyone knows, I am dreaming right now, and I'm just gonna walk off and just go back to my post.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I
And
give him like a
basically-
salute.
I was gonna.
And basically, given that I've accepted that the job is now done and dead in the water, I am just going to go to sleep.
I was.
You can...
I was gonna say before you go off, you were gonna hear something if you wanted to. You were gonna you would hear that of like the sound of almost like the sound of something slightly being burned, and it does appear to be coming towards that of the room.
room I wanted. I look at Barb and I like point to that door. I go, do you speak and then I'm like, wait a minute, and I like whisper, I go, do you speak common, or like, do you understand? Do I need to be hand signaling, or can you open that door, please?
Gets close to the door, it kind of like sees if you're following.
Yeah, please, that door, yes.
Kind of like you kind of see this door that would normally be locked already is slightly cracked as Barb
You guys already
slightly
opened
kind
the
of
door.
opens it on not opens it fully, but kind of like through that kind of slit kind of sneaks on in.
As I get up to the door, my tremor sense going off for more than just her, or
100%.
how many?
I want to say like I'm gonna say one medium size like up here, and then like 10
Jesus
small
Christ.
creatures right here.
I'm gonna as Tuli's walking away and I sense that, I go, wait, Tuli, come here.
Okay. Just-
There's like 11 people in there. I don't want to go by myself.
that gets me to wake up a little bit and just. Okay.
Uh, I go, you have a spear on you, right?
Oh yes, I'm sure. Yes, that's gonna be.
I
great.
go-
Oh,
I go, you go first. I have a gun. You go first.
all right.
I have one hand on my gun, not pulled out yet, but
I'm going to preemptively activate defensive maneuvers.
there's
on
too
me
many
and
in
Bullet.
there.
All right. Do you sneak your way in, or
I mean, to a
I
degree,
say
yeah.
sneak
Yeah,
your way
I
in.
s-
It's gonna be kind of hard. I'll just say that.
Yeah, we sneak in the way. I think we stealth in the way that we've been doing, but we're not like trying to stealth in the. We just don't want to wake up the noble. I think.
You hear the sounds of and at first you really are kind of confused, but as you're entering on in, you hear the sound of shh as I'm going to put this scene, so drag yourself on the map if you would like. As you hear the sounds of coming from that of
This
what
man has
seems
a
to be
full
like
fucking treasure chest in this room.
what sounds to be like I say little, but a lot bigger than normal sized spiders that seem to be spitting out this kind of blue-like acid onto this chest with chains on it. As you will see, they're kind of very big, kind of like weird, kind of bluescent sacks on their back. As you will see that of, more importantly, the person that you can see has shushed you to be of this strange individual with a what seems to be almost pack or like sack full of these spiderlings, as she has an almost death-like stare to her, looking at you two, going down, shush.
I kind of just quietly groan. I go, "You're all so much cooler than the noble. You make it so hard."
Julie's gonna turn around and go to Volix and be like, "Alright, the lizard I can forgive. You can't tell me that is cute."
I didn't say cute. I said cool. They're two different words.
Why does she have a bag of spiders? What are those?
I don't know. They're creepy, but aren't they kind of cool? I look at her and I look at the treasure chest and I go, look back at her and I go, so I'm kind of on the take now, I guess. My deal was kind of to get in this room, but you kind of already did
Why
it.
are you still talking? Shh.
I'm talking quietly.
Oh, shh, shh. You can see as she's kind of almost like focusing her hearing a little bit towards that of the chest, as she says, little bit, yeah, yes, right there. As you see, like one of the spiderlings moved kind of the angle they were shooting their what seems to be like acidic spit.
Volix is gonna let it happen, I suppose.
After a little bit of time, she says, I don't know why Barb said you all are fine for right now, but more so on our side, I guess. Why
I
is
don't
that?
know. It's still kind of up in the air. Listen, who are you the leader, or is the dude that I talked to in the other room the leader?
I wouldn't really
Who
say
sh-
any
who
of
should
us
I-
are the leader.
I
But
get-
if you were to talk to somebody, it wouldn't be me.
I'm just trying to. Should I retell the story to every single person I meet, or is once enough? I already told the other dude.
As you say that, Volix. Actually, no, I'm gonna say Julie.
I
give
got
me
a good
perception check real quick.
If it's smell, I got a good sniffer.
You kind of somewhat noticed that of another person coming towards that of the door very quickly, but before you can really even like say anything, you see as from kind of like the peak, kind of like from the door, there seems to be something metallic like being held at that to the back of Chuli's head as you hear Chuli from behind you, "Don't move."
Volix kind of just looks at the metallic thing, looks at Tuli, looks back at her, metal thing. Eyes finally focus on her, and I go, "Really?"
On who?
On the girl with the spiders. I'm just like, "Really? We're doing this?" I've been nothing but kind.
Oh. Barbara, could you go clear it up? Blah. Blah, blah. Blah. As it kind of like goes around you, Chuli. Blah. As you hear a what? Get inside. Get. As you feel the gun as a gun, more accurately now, to the back of your Chuli, as it kind of like you're being told to get more into the room.
I will Scarpa, not Scarpa, but like I will
What?
take like a.
I'm more interested as he gets into this. What kind of guns he got? They better guns than mine? What kind of guns he got?
I don't know. We haven't got to fully see yet.
Julie, get in the room. I want to see what kind of guns he got.
Julie proceeds on into the room as you see, followed by the sound of a closing of a door. That of a more female, of another female, like, I want to say thief, but more accurately, they almost look more of like a mercenary with that of an eye patch, kind of like a gun in one hand, the slib-like body. You can see they're probably very dexterous themselves, but she, with the one eye, looks over at that of Volix, looks over back at that of Chuli, then proceeds to see that of the person safe cracking right now. I don't think we hired any extra help.
What kind of gun she got? That's all I want to know.
That's a basic pistol.
I kind of look down at my gun, look back at hers, look at her, and I go, "Get yourself a sharpshooter, huh?"
Julie will be like, yes, matching, I see. Yes, that explains the need for short range. Would you excuse me for a moment? And I'm just going to grab Volix and pull him to a side.
The gun is still pointed at your head, by the way, just a little distance.
Do I have a moratorium on the not moving thing? I'd really like to have a conversation with my friend here.
She'll peel back as she kind of goes to whisper with that of her comrade, but like still keeping an eye on you.
Volix looks completely non-worried as you pull him into the corner. I just kind of raise an eyebrow.
Well, and he's just like, so you're not on the take. So this isn't your idea. This isn't something you're part of. This is something you're trying to get into as we speak.
Yes.
Because as it stands, it looks like we are watching a lizard, a burly man, an assassin, and a bag of spiders.
Did you see the burly man?
Did I thought I did.
I think the burly man's still in the room.
Scratch the burly man.
You already told a description.
Just because after you said that, I wanted to say you forgot there's also a burly man.
Oh, what the excellent! The cast throws, an ensemble piece. Wonderful. I'm just wondering why we are watching these people rob a chest for a thing that we have been asked to do by a general of the sands who reports directly to the sun god, who we ostensibly work for, who everyone in this city is willing to stab us for not showing perfect adoration to at all given times when you're not
As you
even
say-
on the take.
As you say that, I point at you. I go like finger gun style. I go, exactly. Isn't that suspicious? That everybody is willing to fight for Emperor Azir? That's why I want to be on this thing. Because the burly
Suspicious
man.
because he's holding up the sun disk. That you think that would get him some degree of.
I don't trust him, Dooley. And so far, the only one that said they don't care about Azir is the burly man that you haven't met yet. So that's why I want to get on the. I want to see why he doesn't care about Azir.
Probably because he likes gold a lot.
More than the dude that's literally holding the sun disk over his head?
I have seen people get flogged for showing disrespect to sages, generals, kings, emperors. God emperors is like 3 tiers higher than I am used to fucking with.
All right, then I got a question for you, Dooley.
Like,
Why are you not screaming yet to alert everybody? That shows you're interested.
I was hoping this would be like three quiet nights. 3 quiet nights, a nice time in a nice little luxury villa where we could have just napped and no.
Listen. I'm gonna whisper even quieter and switch to Noxus, because I don't know if they understand it, but I know Tuli. I go, listen, I just want to see what's in this room after we can decide to backstab if you want. All right?
I'm going to pretend this isn't a dream. And if this comes up in the morning, I will deny everything to the best of my ability. And
That's fine, but you really.
I am an exceptionally good liar.
That's fine, but you really think girl that's pointing a gun at your head tentatively is gonna let you leave now?
Then I will tentatively stand here until she is gone, and assumedly all the gold with her. But that's fine. You do you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I pat Dooley on the shoulder. This room, it only got a chest in it? What else is in here?
I mean, technically it's a couple chests, but there's also a lot of books. Or I say a lot of books.
That,
There's
yep,
a
that's
good
what I
few
want.
books around.
That's what I want. I don't care about this money. I want the books. I look at everybody else in the room and I go, you can keep the money. Can I have the books?
I don't know why you'd want the books, but I don't care.
Very well. I'm gonna walk. Also, I'm gonna point at her. I'm gonna go, nice gun, by the way, and like pat my guns as I walk over to the bookcase.
Just remember, if you so much make a noise, I will kill you on the spot.
Finger gun. Gotcha.
Cooley's gonna go.
As she kind of like doesn't. It's not like a whisper, so you guys can somewhat hear it, but you hear as she's like, Tima, how much longer? As she says, as the other person here says, I don't know how much longer. Just give me time. It's taking some time. No, a little bit more up. Julie, what are you doing here?
I'm just kind of like watching really impatiently, like an office worker that's been told he can't leave until 5 p.m. on the dot.
All right,
He got done at his work at 4:30. Can't leave for another hour.
all right, well, go ahead and give me an investigation check.
That's not what I'm great at. I'm gonna re-roll it.
Go ahead.
Thank you, game, for taking pity on me.
Sorry, apologies. I've just noticed a feat I have that I'd forgotten I had. I'm going to spend this time just watching the spiders work, and I'd like to see if I can watch them long enough for my trained vision to kick in.
I'm gonna say no, and that's because the spiders themselves, I didn't make them as a creature.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
I'm gonna say no because I didn't think of it.
No, I thought of it, but I was like, they're less of a creature.
That's fair. I mean, he's mostly going to be watching them warily because they freak him the fuck out regardless. But
I could say if you want, you can do the train vision on her, because that's what you would be more doing it if you were doing it.
Probably
with the
then, yeah.
spiders.
yeah, okay.
So, Tiba here, what do you want to know?
Let's go with. I mean, mostly I'm just going to be looking for, like cracks in her armor and stuff, and probably like seeing how on edge you are. So based on what train vision, probably armor class. If that's an option that I can have.
15.
Okay.
Yeah, you can give her a stab, Dooley.
Yeah, Tully's just kind of going to stand there and just kind of, you can tell you're singing. Yeah, I can take her. I don't want to, but I can. There's no need. It's sunk cost fallacy at this point, but I could. Just stood there smugly.
Before you get shot in the head.
Worth.
Though with that investigation, Volix, looking through that of trying to find, like, what specific do you want to find?
Any business dealings, anything
Every book that you pick up in here almost is like business.
Okay, then more specifically, like, anything that's not on the up and up, I suppose. Like, not, like, what would be legal.
Through searching what you feel like, for you, feels like hours, even though it's probably only been realistically a few minutes, as you're kind of just, like, going through paper by paper, trying to find anything of interest, you find out pretty much through a lot of the books that you've been going through at the moment. I say a few minutes, probably like 10-20 minutes, but you've been going through them and you've been able to find out a couple, or maybe a couple things here. As one, the person here, the noble per se, they are very much that of a, basically the tradesperson. I don't know what you would call them, but pretty much they're the ones that that are like accept the trade that comes in and out of that of Shariba City, or at least one of them. Generally, there are essentially, in a way, not a treasurer, but one of the per se better treasuries for that of Shariba City.
So he's just the one that supplies the money.
Essentially, he's one that allows for stuff to come in and out. Now, for finding anything in specific, you noticed, as you were going to go grab a certain book, your hand comes across one that you did not notice. The one with an eye patch also hand had came across. As she looks at you and goes,
Oh no!
I'll be reading this.
I thought you said I can have the books.
You can have the books. I need to see something.
Well, maybe we can see it together then.
She kind of like eyes you for a second. Not a word. As she proceeds
Lips her
to
seal
kind
motion.
of puts down the book, opens it up, and going through this one, it seems boring just as the rest of them, as this one in specific seems to be like that of a bunch of more per se deals, except there's one deal on there that kind of doesn't make sense. One on there that was semi-recent, probably I'd say about a month ago, about some pretty much merchandise that came in, except you notice everything is usually recorded in here. This one does not seem to have everything recorded in here for like everything that was on it. It's just kind of left not blank, but too vague. Like just some money. Kind of vague.
Since I can't talk, everybody in the room just sees me do like a fist pump and smile.
I don't know why you're smiling about this.
Because I knew that he was shady. I knew it from the start.
That's You know what?
Anybody that says they love Azir as much as he does got something to hide.
You know, sometimes I think some people are way too skeptical. And you're one of them.
Only the people who are too good to be true.
This,
You,
though,
I'm not skeptical of.
you're very strange. As she
Thank you.
goes and takes a look, and she says, "All right, that means it is here." Tiba, did you get it open yet? As she says, "Hold on." As a slight opening of the chest, not enough to make a super huge noise, just like a slight. As the chest does finally come open, and she's like, "Yes, finally." She goes over to the chest, leaving that of the paperwork.
I'm gonna walk behind her because now I found what I wanted. So now I'm interested in what's going on.
You see as they pretty much go over to the chest, and for one, they start filling their pockets. That's a lot
That's
of
fine.
gold just in
Whatever.
the chest. But like
I
after
don't care.
filling their pockets a little bit, by the way, Chewie, you're definitely still watching this. But after filling their pockets a little bit, they proceed to kind of start digging in, seeing there's a couple of trinkets here and there, as they're like, no, where is it? Tima, you sure this is the right one? Well, there isn't many other chests.
If it's small, maybe he keeps it on him. I add from the bag.
Oh, no, I really hope it doesn't keep it on him.
I can help you look if you tell me what we're looking for.
You start to feel that of another rumbling going around. Again, this time, it's somewhat the same as before, as she says,
Is this
you might not have that much time for it.
real quick? Okay, so this is rumbling we can all feel. I kind of say, yeah, I was told not to worry about that by the burly man.
It would have been probably for the best, but now it might be some time to worry. Do you know where this person could be?
Do I know where the noble is? Like where he sleeps?
It would just be in the top room.
I'm gonna be like, yes, but if I tell you, you have to promise not to hurt the kid or the wife. I'm not a kid or wife herder.
She just kind of looks at Tiba. That's fine.
Can I make an insight check on that?
Sure. Seems like it's fine.
All right, I'm gonna say, okay, then if you promise, I look at Thule just to make sure that he's not like vigorously shaking his head no or something.
He just shrugs.
I go, yeah, he sleeps in like the top room. I've been here for like 3 days, and that's always where he goes at night. But there are people in the courtyard, and going that way is by the one guy who might not immediately be on your side. So it's kind of dangerous, but he is asleep.
Well, I don't think we have much time for discussion now. We just need to see where
I'm
this
just-
is. If it's
I'm just
with this
yeah,
person,
yeah.
it's very dangerous.
I'm going towards them, but I'm still like whispering. I go, yeah, I know. I'm just telling you, don't blame me if he wakes up and like we have to go back to our original mission. Is all I'm saying. Because he's the one guy who might not want to work for you over the nobles.
All right, so with the second rumbling around,
And I'm gonna head towards that.
Yandel, first of all, you guys need to be another Constitution saving throw to try to wake up.
Come on.
DC is 12.
Not a high DC.
I just made it, I think. Nice.
Yes, I wanted Yandel. I was trying to think of an in-character way to wake Yandel up. He's who I wanted the most.
Yandel, you hear after the bit of rumbling, you hear some kind of just a small bit of scuffling coming from, the shuffling of feet, just a small bit from the outside of the door.
I'm gonna slowly, like stealthily try to peek out like the door, but not just a hair, just to see if I can see anything.
He sees the party going down the hall.
I don't want them to see me yet though, so should I roll stealth or?
Hold on a second. Zutark, did you give me a Constitution saving throw?
Not yet. Give me a second.
And Titanbark, is he here?
He's awake. He's different.
Yeah. Oh,
Just
yeah.
a
I
con
guess.
save.
Yeah.
Like,
Just a waking up. You are still on that, basically sleeping. I'm sorry.
We get one more per rumble. Is how it works.
Yeah. Yondel, you can give me a stealth check. Titanbark, you can give me a perception check.
There's
so
like
what's the
4 of us
roll?
now. Titanbark can't fail, right? Like,
Titanbark just.
there's like 4 of us down this hall.
God, their stealth is insane.
Volix, Julie.
What are you boys up to?
I rolled mine already. It's just I'm the 24 with them.
It's Julie. If you're following along. Titanbark is a tree.
What about Yondel, bro?
Yondel pretty much can now come out the door if he wants and essentially slightly start to follow everybody else that he kind of sees if he wants.
Do I
Yondel
see-
was at least somewhat stealthy enough as well.
Do I see like all those little creatures, or are they spiders on this side, or are they the
You
lizard
don't
people?
you see the lizard, you don't see the creatures. The creatures at the moment are stuffed in her bag.
Okay. So I want to do something. You tell me if it's possible, but I have a feature called Glamour, which basically I can change my appearance to something like else rather than my true appearance for anyone that fails the save. So I want to try to turn into one of the lizards and like kind of follow.
Barb's just like
I try to figure out if that changes your, because that's kind of like changing your size.
Yeah, I was wondering if I would just be a small one, like I would have to stay the same like creature size,
he's a
or
big
not.
lizard. He's a big lizard.
Well, I'm a small creature. I think he said those are medium, so I'd be a baby one, I think.
No,
But I
think
don't know
they're
if you can
tiny.
if you change
Like
your
they're even
size.
smaller than you, I think.
It says in a shape, that's not your real one, so
Oh no,
Maybe.
that's not how that works. No, the glamour, that's the normal thing with Yordles, which I forgot to do it originally on Rumble, but I was just saying you guys just kind of saw Rumble because he's Rumble. But essentially, every time you see a Yordle, you would essentially make a check to see if you can see if they're not a Yordle.
oh, I can't
It's-
like
It's pretty much
choose what I look like.
So it's like
no, not
so
really.
so it's like every time somebody looks at him, they might just see like a small old man instead of a Yordle.
No,
is what you're
they're
getting at?
more likely to see an old man than a Yordle.
Okay.
Okay.
And that's just
Uh,
automatic.
Okay. Then I will just kind of follow behind or like back, so stay stealthy, kind of see what's going on.
All right.
As we get to like here, I'm gonna point to the door that Melius is by, but then I'm gonna like point at Melius and I'm not even gonna talk now because we're close. I'm gonna just like put a hand over my throat like in a cutting motion. Like, don't mess with that guy.
You know what? Real quick, does the door open to the place still? The office?
I don't think Thule shut it
leave-
behind him.
Well, no, actually, yeah, it is
Thule
up
was
to
last to
Thule.
leave.
Yeah, too late shutting the door.
Can I kind of infer that they just came from there?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna try to see if the door's unlocked to go in, real quick.
I'm gonna say it does normally lock. It's almost like a child lock to where every time you close it, it locks.
But we didn't close it, right? Thule said he
Julie
didn't
said
close
he
the
closed
door.
it.
No, he said
Oh
he
no,
didn't close the door.
I wouldn't have. I would have just left.
Oh, you
Oh,
wouldn't
okay.
have.
You
Oh,
wouldn't
okay.
have. I thought you said you did.
Nah,
that too.
Julie's given up on this mission.
Alright, Yondel's gonna kind of peer in. Is there an actual desk there, or is that just for the map?
There's a desk. It's everything you see. There's just books around and chests that look to be mostly raided. I say mostly because
Okay.
there's a bunch of gold still splattered around.
Alright, Yondel's gonna take a few handfuls of the gold. While he's there, and then he also wants to search the desk for like any hidden buttons or like false drawers or anything like that.
Make an investigation. Also, how much gold and how much time.
Oh
sorry,
my
not
God,
how
we
much
all-
gold, how much time spent taking up gold.
Ooh, this is bad. He's kind of a treasure hunter, so I'll just kind of go until I hear like things starting to pop off. So like once I hear fighting or anything like that, then I'll go out. But I'll try to get as much as I can.
Well, that's what I'm asking. Is are you busy on the gold? Because then you're not looking for a button or nothing.
Okay, I'll search for the thing, and then I'll just try to take as much gold as I can with searching for it. So whatever you think that would be.
You'd be an investigation.
But again, we all leave the room without finding the thing.
Oh my
Never mind.
god, bro! This is so God. Okay,
You
I
take
don't
a
even see the desk.
you take a look around. You look at
What
the
desk?
desk. You're like, you proceed to feel like for a second you see something, and then you're like, you forgot why you're behind the desk, and then you see a bunch of gold.
Yeah, I go over there. I just fill up as much as I can with the time I've got.
Yeah, all right. I'll get back to you about that.
Okay.
Everybody else, aka Volts.
I'm gonna try and get into the noble room without waking Melius. I'm kind of leading the procession.
Yeah, this is gonna be a little bit hard considering
Yeah, I
Dallas is
figured.
right outside the door.
Yeah, I figured.
So how you doing this?
I guess just stealth, yeah?
Yeah, but like, how?
I guess I'll be like, hold on a second. And I'll climb up like this wall and just make sure the windows aren't like cracked open behind first.
No, they're definitely
Okay.
locked shut.
So I come back and I kind of.
Oh
I
wait, did you
whisper-
look into the windows first?
Yeah, I guess vaguely.
All right, cool.
Not like look, but
You look in and you don't see anything. You look in and for just a split second, or not a split second, but like in like a second, you thought for a second you might have like been able to see in here, but there's nothing in here. It's almost like it's pitch black.
no tremor sense going off or anything.
How does tremor sense?
I have to reread it, but I think it's just like anything that moves. Anything that's like moving, I think. Where is it? Special. Where do you have it written down at? You put it somewhere. You didn't write what the description was, so I would have to relook in Runarcana. Characters.
Until I can actually get until I can actually go back through. I'll just say for now. for right now, you only detect 2 people in here. And you can't specifically tell where in here. It almost feels like it's here for a second, then it's here a second, then it's here a second.
Huh. That's weird. I mean, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna quietly whisper, I'm gonna be like, something weird's going on in that room.
Well, you don't say.
Well,
She kind of
you don't
seems
gotta
kind
be
of.
mean about it.
It's almost like I've been saying something. Now let's go. Hurry up.
All right, I shrug. I guess I'm just gonna try and stealth past Melius to the door because I got nothing else.
All right. You're gonna.
I'm going this way. I'm going around the rock this way.
Wait, what happened to the big guy?
I was gonna say, if you go around anywhere here, Titan marks are right there to also notice you. This wouldn't even be a check. You would be right next to him when he's awake.
Fine, then I'm going this way. Well, I'm gonna be right. Oh, I guess he's asleep. Yeah, that makes more sense.
Go on, step over him.
All right, let's try and stealth past Melius.
Oh
I'll
boy.
roll a stealth.
With you being asleep, give me a Constitution saving throw.
A con? I'm not hurting him.
This is what I've been doing every time for them to wake up. All right, Volix, you do kind of get around to him. However, everybody else kind of starts to kind of shuffle away, kind of hidden down a little bit more. Now that it seems to be like Melis starting to kind of wake up for at least a hot minute at first, kind of taking a look around, but in some shape, way, or form, it looks like you're almost leaked up to that of the darkness to where he does not actually see you.
But he's awake now, which makes it harder.
Yeah, he's awake. He's just like, there's nothing active at the moment around. And the rest of these people out down here are like already hidden, so they're already like hiding.
Well, he's probably gonna hear me. Do I see him wake up?
Yes.
I look back at where the other people are hiding, and I like vaguely point at Melius and then the door, and I kind of just like shrug.
They're kind of like, they also shrug, like kind of give you like a signal, like you do something.
If I open the door, he guarantee hears, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna come out of stealth, and I'm just gonna be like, "Yo, Melius."
I guess just kind of having woken up, I will look at Volix and just kind of say like, is my shift yet?
I just got a quick question. Now that we've been around for like, how long have we been here? Natsu?
3 days. This is
Now that we've
technically
been
your
here
third
for
night.
3 days, what do you think of this noble? I know that I'm skeptical, but like, I'm just curious on what the more straight edge member of the group thinks about him.
I mean, it's not my job to have an opinion. It's just my job to get the job done. That's
Fair enough. Yeah, it is your shift if you want to go out front. Thule went to bed and told me to come get you.
Oh, okay. All right, then.
Melis, give me a wisdom saving throw real quick.
Do I need a deception?
Or no, not. It's not for you.
Okay.
No, not wisdom saving throw. Sorry. I'm gonna say.
I want to be clear out a party.
I'm gonna say
if
wisdom saving throw.
I want to be clear out a game. If they hurt one of us, the deal's off.
It's an 18.
You as you're kind of waking up, you start to kind of like feel some. I was gonna say at first smell it, but like it's not really a smell. It's almost more so of a feeling for you. You
Ooh,
start
hold on,
to.
sir.
I'll say. Before I say that, then I'll get back to him on that. Julie, you're stuck here back here with a couple of people. One of these people, kind of, you see as like one of the spiders from the sack kind of starts to crawl off a bit and starts to crawl towards you.
I'm just gonna look down and be like, no.
I look. I glance in Tuli's direction as I'm talking to Melius, and my eyes. I'm just like, my eyes. I can't say anything, but I'm looking. I glance at him. I'm like, really?
You see that of Barbara, like also here, coming up to you from the other side.
Just gonna keep quiet as best I can, but
Titan Bark. I'm gonna say, for the sake of the fact that he did go out of stealth, to give me one more perception check to see if you saw Volix. Even though
Probably with
this one's gonna
advantage because
be.
I'm purposely not stealthing now.
I was gonna say
So
it's
it
not
might be with advantage.
It's not advantage because it's not a hard check. I was just gonna say the check was just 10, so it's fine.
Okay. Titan Bart's awake.
Like, he hasn't been not awake. He's just kind of like been watching.
You know what
and
I
now
mean.
He sees YouTube,
He's-
but like seeing YouTube, it's kind of like do what you want with that information. It's just Volix and Melis.
Do you need Zootog to see if he needs to wake up?
Not yet, as this was just because he was close and he technically not asleep. It will be soon time, potentially.
This plan's gone to shit now because Melius woke up. Now I don't know what to do.
Second here.
How do I convince Melius to work for these people?
Okay, so for the time being, I'll say we're gonna take an early break here because I did want to continue. However, I think this is an important part. As when we will come back, you guys will all see. So we're gonna take a small bit of a break.
oh, interesting.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Cool.
Give some people some time. So we'll be back.
Oh shoot.
Yes, we are back. Back very, very swiftly here. As I stop the music here real quick. As now that we have finally come back, I will say, as where we had somewhat left off here that I was trying to get to, Melis had made a wisdom saving throw. Wisdom saving throw was because they had felt an almost weird, familiar presence. One that resembled that of undead.
Mm,
Oh, that's interesting.
wow.
Okay. 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 Cool.
You don't have a specific direction right now because you're just waking up, but you pretty much woke up talking to Melis or talking to Volix for a second, and now you're kind of starting to detect the presence of undead.
Wait, can't I just? Okay, and then this one is. You know what? Since I felt undead, I am going to. Do I have one of these? I don't have this one charge of this right now. Okay, fine. I'm going to use my effluvium to do a turn undead.
Fucking everybody we've been working with just turns to ash.
Yondel just crumples into dust.
Can you please
So
tell me
now
what it is?
any it might not matter, but any undead that like can see or hear me, but I basically have to make like a vocal yell with it or whatever when I do it. But any undead that can see or hear me within 30 feet must make a wisdom saving throw.
Well,
If it fails, the creature is expelled, meaning it's basically fear me, so it has to like run away from me in the fastest way possible. And in no way it can approach more than 30 feet of me willingly.
And I am glad you did this, and I'm glad you did
It
this
also
for
cannot use reactions, and as an action, the creature can only make a dash or try to escape the effect. So yeah.
I'm glad you did this, and I'm glad you did this for a different reason. Because, for one, are you loud?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
yell.
It's like a
Well,
yell.
everybody's
I'm
awake
just
now.
making sure. I'm just making sure. No,
Yes.
no need for the Constitution save now. Zutark, you're fully awake. You heard basically the yell of that of
Yeah, I
Fellis
basically
waking you up.
You see Volex just facepalm as
I'm basically gonna yell at like Nagakaburos expels the undead or something like that. Yeah.
And you're saying this, and at first, maybe it doesn't make sense to some people as you hear from that of these two people over here whispering next to Chuli. What is he doing? That idiot! As she's more so sounding like towards that of probably Volix, who probably allowed this to happen to her.
what?
To
I
her, that's what she thinks. You let this happen. But as Melis like shouts, you all start to see this entire sorry, not the entire place. You see as from this room behind you, as there's almost like that of a dark kind of looming essence proceed to like slither its way out, like an abundance of shadows kind of
What the
going
fuck?
up out of it and upwards, kind of dispersing away into the air as it looks like at first, until you see it's more so making a huge, almost dome around the area, to where it was dark before, but now it is actually dark in this like entire place.
I look at Melius and I go, still think he's not suspicious?
Give me a second here because I need to explain more. Making it actually like dark in this entire place.
Like dark to the point we can't see, or just dark?
Like it was dark at first, but there were still lights out. It's like all the lights kind of got whooshed kind of like out, to where if you have dark vision, you can still kind of see around here, but it's basically pitch black darkness to anyone that can't. And
Well, I got 15 feet of tremor sense.
and at the very moment, because this is happening, so you guys would be able to see this as it's turning dark. You will hear and see as a woman and her child proceeding to open up the door and says, we need to get out of here.
Do you know what's going on?
I'm not sure, but wait, you're the guards. Help my husband.
Where's your husband at?
She points towards into that of the door, as you see that of the husband at the very moment unconscious. This isn't a good example. This isn't the actual room, but just assume it's like a bedroom. But assume that he would be in like that of the bed, as he seems to kind of be floating a little bit upwards, like above the bed. But he looks asleep.
Goodness gracious.
What the hell?
And he was floating upwards, but like with the continue of the like shadows kind of forming around the dome, you will see as he kind of like sloops down back onto the bed, still asleep.
I just look over at Melius and I go, what?
Oh shit. Wait. Is this happening? This what he did?
Yeah, he like floated up or something.
Yeah. That's what I was making sure.
Yeah, this guy up here was floating. But he looked like he like stopped floating when you had dispersed what you would think would be the shadows. To you would understand kind of what's going on a little bit. You wouldn't fully like know like what's happening, considering the forming of the big shadow around you, but what you can tell is right now you're probably a good reason why everything in the vicinity of this area is so far not being attacked by shadows.
Do I think this has any connection to the Shadow Isles in any way?
I would say it's very obvious that it kind of seems like Shadow Isles, but you're not sure to connect it outside of it just being an undead towards the Shadow Isles. Like there isn't like anything else you can tell.
That's what I was wondering. I mean, obviously it's undead stuff, but I was just like, is there anything that would make me think like this maybe directly came from the Shadow Isles, or is it just like undead stuff? Okay, that's fine. Okay, so I'm gonna be like, the blasted undead Nagakaburo spits on it.
Well, I'm gonna say
Undead?
something is certainly
What does that mean?
something is suspicious with your husband, ma'am.
Well, I'm not too sure, but then please check on him. I don't know what happened, but it got really dark in there, and for some reason I felt very cold.
Oh, that's Volix puts it together. He goes, that's why I only felt two of you. I'm guessing I can't sense him, but I can sense them.
You sense him now.
Now? So he wasn't on the ground. Okay. I go, oh. I mean, Melius, you think we should go in and check?
Well, clearly we have to. Cannot let this vile undead to exist upon this world.
You think this is worse than thieves? I say as I start to make my way inside.
Dude, talk confused. What is going
These
on?
are, while not undead, they are just as vile upon this earth.
Yeah. You know, this guy's been doing stuff real weird. I can show you after it gets light. Let's go check on this. I'm gonna make my way into the room. Whatever happens to me, happens to me.
You are in the room.
Oh,
Can I
Titan Bark, you're not fitting in that room.
Can
I
I
think,
check his pulse?
Okay. Do you? So, do you
Wait a
specifically
minute, hold on.
go up
Hold
to
on.
him and check his pulse, or is this like what's happening?
My plan was to go up to him before Melius to check his pulse in quotation, but really like try and see if I find try and run my hand through his pockets and stuff to see if I can find something that might be what the thieves are looking for. While in the guise of helping him.
The guise of helping him. What's in your pockets?
Yeah, I'm trying to fake that I'm helping him while checking what's in his stuff.
In
So I
front of a cleric.
so I specifically wanted to go in first. Like, I'm
Oh,
sure
I'm
he's right
gonna-
behind me.
I was
but-
gonna say if
I'm
he's
gonna
probably
attempt to
behind-
just kind of get him out the way and be like, "Bah, you don't know what you're doing." And I'm gonna
I
actually
have
try to-
experience with field medicine.
not as much as I do. Just get out the way.
I'll check for injuries. You check for a pulse.
You're in the way. Just go check on the family. Make sure they stay.
There's 4 other guards out there. I'm gonna root through his pockets.
Do I see him just rooting through his
You
pockets?
definitely do.
Well, I'm trying to vaguely make it look like I'm checking for injuries.
Then roll a deception.
Would it be deception or sleight of hand?
I feel like if
I'd give him this one, and it would be deception because you're trying to pretty much lie more than you are trying to like make your hands look like they're not going to the pockets.
am I
Yeah,
perceptioning that or am I inciting that? I mean, he is lying, so normally that is
Yeah,
insight. But...
I had to think for a second.
Okay, all right.
Oh,
Ooh.
Lord.
Stop rummaging through the man's pocket and just go check on the family already. We don't have time for this.
Fine. While I did that, though, I did root through his pocket. Did I find anything? I'll stop when he tells me to stop, but I did root through his pocket.
Technically, you felt a couple of things in his pocket, but did you grab anything?
Anything that felt like it's not just money. Like something that felt weird, I would grab.
Okay,
Whatever.
so
That's fine. Whatever.
so you're gonna
Grabbing
have
something
to,
weird, huh?
You have to flip me a coin because there are 2 things you could grab.
How do I just roll 1d2 or?
Do / roll 1d/c.
Oh wow.
Game of heads. All right. You proceed.
And
to...
as I pull that out, I'm already walking backwards, like getting out.
Actually, you are not doing anything yet because
Okay.
as Melis is going to like kind of like check on this person as he's saying, Volix, like get out of here. As Volix is like whatever, proceeding with something that they have held in their hand now that is in their possession technically. Meaning, give me a wisdom saving throw, as you will see.
Me or Melius?
Bullets. This is the wrong thing here. I need to proceed to put up. Okay. You will proceed to have picked up what seems to be an almost weird like a weird like amulet, maybe one that you would put onto the head of sorts. And as you look at it for a second, you almost feel like a strange attraction to it, but you don't pay any mind at the moment, as you kind of just have it stuffed in your pocket, not to really be seen, as you leave the door.
I see the other two with the family, so I'm gonna go back to Thule and stuff over here.
Melis, give me a. Unless you want to do anything else in specific, give me a medicine check.
Hold on a second.
In the meantime, is everything going to be all right? As she's looking towards that of this big tree-like person. You know what?
I don't know what it is.
Maybe I should.
Okay, I'll do a medicine check. Damn, that was terrible. I don't think I have anything to affect that.
Don't you have blessed heal? I don't know. It's not.
I mean, that would if I would have healed him. This gives me proficiency in it. I mean, I could have just cast a healing spell on him. I guess technically.
Is he dead? Have we checked?
Done, dude.
I mean, that's what he's basically checking right now.
That didn't work too well, and I'm maybe gonna blame it on the
Dark.
magical shadow properties or whatever.
Yeah.
And can I just cast a healing spell on him?
That's if you want to, you can. I'll say normally any healing probably wouldn't work on him right now, but because of what you are, I say what you are, but the type of magic you have, you would probably cure what seems to be like his illness at the moment, as his skin does seem to be a lot lighter, a lot less heart pulse rate going.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, all right, bet. Okay, well then I will use Blessed Healer because it basically does give me it basically casts Healing Word on him. So then I'll do the roll for Healing Word. Where is it at? There it is.
You proceed to cast the healing on him, which it doesn't seem like it heals any physical wounds per se, but it does look like it did take off his ailment as he starts to slowly wake up. What's going on? Why is this? What happened?
Looks like you were possessed by some form of undead race or something of the sort. Blasted things. Didn't think I'd find one way out here away from the Shadow Isles. Your wife, your kids are outside. You should go make sure they're safe. And I'm going to see if I can find whatever came off of you.
Right. Yes. He seems very kind of rough for a sec. In a way, he's still waking up, but more it's like he's kind of looking like he's shaking off whatever was affecting him. Goes up to that of his wife and kids, gives a hug, doesn't understand what's happening as he holds on to them. Over at Volix, what were you doing?
While he was doing that, I kind of go over and I go, "Did you know this would happen?" I'm not shouting, but I'm not bothering whispering anymore either.
She kind of sees you're not whispering at this point, looks around, sees danger's happening. She still kind of somewhat whispers. She's like, "Of course I did. Well, technically didn't know all this would happen. That's what we came
What
here
are
to
you
stop."
looking for? What are you looking for? Tell me what it looks like, and I'll tell you if I got it or not. I had 2 seconds to rifle through this man's pockets before our goody
And
two-shoes
how would
told
I
me
know
to
what
stop.
it looks like?
Well, you said it wasn't in the chest, and you saw a bunch of trinkets. How do you know it wasn't one of those trinkets? How do you know
Because there's there's a certain feeling behind it, okay?
What, it gives you attraction? Does it make you want it?
Well, that's a lot of treasure in general. Be more specific.
I'm gonna take the thing out of my pocket, but I'm having a good grip on it, so they can't just snatch it.
You
from
have
me.
a good grip on it, it doesn't matter about you statching it or anything, statching it. It's almost like you see as there you have that of it, basically holding out that amulet. You start to see kind of what seems to be like an almost weird aura surrounding it, as everybody over here next to Volux can easily see what he's holding right now, which I'm going to now show to you guys. Does seem to be a bit of like a head of like a you put on like the headpiece, but it does seem like some shadows trying to reach for it at the moment, but can't seem to make it right now, almost as if the shadows were being kept away.
I'm like, if this isn't what you're looking for, then I don't know what is. There was one more weird thing in his pocket, but I didn't have time to get it.
That is what we're looking for, so give it. Hurry up.
I push my hand back as she, like, I presume reaches for it. I go, it's obviously cursed as fuck. What is it?
What do you think it is?
Something that's
see all this
cursed.
shit around here? Melis, how many times can you do
I assume Melis
turn
was still
and-
inside.
This is something else. Melis, how many times can you use that, what is it, turn undead?
I can do the turn undead, I think only one. Hold on, let me look at the door. What is the amount of times?
Because I was gonna say, you guys are essentially
Okay, so it is only once. Yeah, it is only once per right now until I get to level 6, and I can do it 2 times.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna say in this entire kind of area, it doesn't seem like it rumbles. Okay, I shouldn't say rumbles. It doesn't rumble this time. It more so seems like the area kind of gets a little distorted, a little bit darker. As Melis, your time is coming up, and you know it's coming. So if there were a time to prepare for anything, it would be now.
I will. On myself, I will cast protection from good and evil.
Damn, that sound go crazy.
All right.
Do you,
I
by
don't
the way,
realize
do you tell
anything's
people
wrong.
that?
No, I just do it to myself.
No, I mean, do you tell people that danger is coming, or you just?
So sorry. Yeah. Okay. So before I do cast spell, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna say, I'm kind of speak loud and say, the I guess the spell. I'm just gonna say the spell I did earlier to cause the shadows to shrink away is gonna be ending soon. I would get yourselves ready for any kind of battle, and anybody who can't fight, I would try to stay somewhere where we can easily keep track of you. There's no telling what this undead is going to do.
I'm gonna look at Thule in that moment, raise an eyebrow, look back at Melius.
And then I'm going to cast a spell.
I raise an eyebrow at Thule, and then look back at, like, get ready, and then look back at Melius, and I go, Melius, friends, I found friends here. They're not actually thieves. They're here to stop whatever is going on. I just want you to know so you don't attack them
You
when the danger comes.
Do you well, actually,
I point out the people that are hiding now. I put
do you
because I want
specifically point out Barbara though?
no, she's still behind the wall. I point out these two. I go, they were here to stop whatever danger is coming. They knew it was coming beforehand. They're not actually thieves.
When did they get there?
Thule, I go, don't bother listening to Thule. He's not on the same page. He's been with me this whole time. He knows as well and can confirm it. I don't know what the fuck. Thule, what are you doing?
Yes. Yeah.
They're here to stop what's happening, right?
That seems to be what's happening, yes.
Can somebody get Yondel? Titanbark, where's Yondel?
I was gonna say, when Yondel heard
How
the
do I know
next
where
rumble,
Yondel is?
I don't know. You guys always hang out.
Tell those two imbeciles that are hiding to get in the fight. Let's go. Get ready.
All right.
Yondel, when he heard the second rumble, would have snuck back into the library and pretend to be asleep on the couch.
Okay. In the meantime, before you do that, what's your strength score?
Oh,
Every-
Yondel's
everybody's
attack
or-
is below.
No.
My
Yondo,
strength
Yondo.
score.
Oh, okay.
It's -1.
No. What's the score?
8? Is that what you're talking
Okay.
about? 8?
Oh,
Roll me a number. 8. Do slash roll 8 D
Oh, for gold.
50.
What's this?
It's for his gold, baby.
Slash.
Oh. Oh,
Why is it-
damn.
It says D, does it?
Just roll.
It says white. Okay, maybe. I
Do
don't
slash
need
roll space 8 D
8
50.
space. Oh, 8. Oh, there we go. That's...
You earned
Oh.
yourself 174 gold.
Okay.
Before you stop stuffing your pockets, or well, not your pockets, but before you pretty much were able to stuff your pockets. You pretty much barely like you're trying to not sound like it, but you almost kind of sound like you have a little jingle now that you go around places.
Oh my
You
god.
did literally just stuff your pockets.
Perfect. I'm just gonna try to quietly.
Ching,
I'm gonna hold my
Jingle,
pockets up and start walking.
ching.
Do we visibly see his pocket?
You can see me. I gotta roll probably another still.
I mean, at the moment,
I'm just-
it matters more about what's happening because you're pretty much going to the library and you see the darkness that's already swelled over. You see a bunch of people kind of discussing as you see Bella's kind of like holding up maybe his hand, like you see like some magic kind of sparking out a little bit. Maybe it would be the time to intervene. Maybe it wouldn't be.
Okay, yeah. I'll instead pretend like I'm walking out of the library and. Oh, what's going on here?
Ka-ching.
Yondel, there you are. Come here.
Yes, I just
Uh,
woke up just now.
Yes. These two people are trying to stop the. These people are trying to stop the curse that's happening. They're friends, so don't kill them.
Curse.
Can I
Yeah,
roll to see
well-
if Zootag believes
Can I
what
roll
we're
an insight for this?
saying? Yeah, I want to see if Zootag.
It's not necessarily a lie. They are trying to stop it. They said.
But the first thing you said was they are not thieves.
Yeah, that was a little bit.
That was a direct lie.
Technically, if they're just trying to stop a curse, are they
They're
really
still
thieves?
thieves. They're still thieves. Yes, they're still thieves.
Well, Zootarg, I don't think knows anyone. Well, actually, no, it would be. Well, look, you gotta give me a deception check.
Zootag is just confused now.
So
I'm gonna
I'll
look
give
up
a
my insight
deception
check.
check, but I don't think Volix thinks he's lying.
Well, this
Like,
is
I don't think he believes they're trying to stop the curse, and he believes that if they're trying to stop the curse, they're not really
That's
thieves.
cap. You literally have been saying they've been thieves this whole time. How you've been
Yeah,
wanting
how
to
do I
join these
know?
thieves group, and you just tell me they're not thieves. What do you mean you don't think they're lying?
He changed his mind.
Are you serious? That is
Yeah.
cap. If you're gonna say that, no, I'm out. I can't believe. I can't believe that's actually
he
cap.
said.
Oh my
Captain.
god.
He
I
said-
did think they were thieves, but now that they said that they're stopping them, I don't think they're thieves anymore. I'm not
What about
capping.
the-
I'm
what about the
completely
gold?
honest.
Oh my
What
god.
about the gold?
I mean, I don't know. I don't think they're actually thieves anymore. I'll roll a deception if you want. I'm saying completely in character, I don't think they're thieves anymore.
His own moral code.
A little
Roll
bit of coke.
me-
So that's up to you.
I mean, roll
Like-
me the deception either way. It almost landed on a nat 20 and I would have cried. So
I just
So
want to
the
be
thing
clear.
about it
Volix
is-
doesn't think he's lying.
it's really not about the lying. It's about it's I don't want to say it's an insight to you lying. I've been trying to say it like this. It's an insight on him looking at you saying what you said, then looking at them.
That's fair.
That's what I've been trying to get to.
Yeah, I'm just saying Volix doesn't think he's lying.
I'm wrong.
Also, I'm gonna look at these people. I'm
second.
gonna be like,
Okay, keep going.
I'm just gonna be like, I'm not. Do you have a way to stop this without me handing it to you? Because when it handed to me, it tried to curse me into wanting it for a minute, and I'm worried if I give it to you, you're gonna want it and not destroy it anymore. Do you have a way to destroy this without touching it?
why don't you put it on the ground and then smash it?
I point at him. I go, "Can we do that?" Because this thing is obviously cursed.
What do you have there? I'm an expert in trinkets.
Now that Melis is back, I was trying to say to Melis. So what I was trying to explain is it wasn't the reason why there's a deception check is because it's not a deception of Volix lying or not. It's about what Volix said and then looking towards the other people. Like, and I say that because without saying anything, they're specifically dressed up in the most kind of like you can get up you can be in. As for Melis does specifically know more than anything that these guys, even if they are here to help, they definitely seem like they've at least stolen something already. For that of Volix, of you talking saying, why don't we just destroy it? She goes, no, don't just destroy these things. You have a place of procedure for these things. Now hand it over.
Okay, but my point still stands. Are you gonna get cursed if you touch it?
Okay.
Did you want to say something?
No, continue. Just
Okay.
continue.
She says, I don't know. I don't think I will. That's why we have these things. As she kind of like says, just give it here. As she has like a cloth in her hand this time.
I look at Thule as she says that. What?
Julie's just gonna look back like.
I shrug. I go.
I also shrug. I got nothing to add.
Okay, one second. I hand it to her.
Finally, she takes it. She wraps it in the cloth for the time being, and she says, "Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to now tell you we're gonna go." As
No.
she says, no. There isn't a no about this. We are taking it away from here before it keeps spreading.
So we go with you.
No. She specifically was very fast on the answer, saying, you do not follow us.
I'm not just gonna let you leave. I've been
Would
nothing
you
but
rather
kind
die
this whole
here?
time. You gotta just give me information.
Judas is gonna come around and like smack the stone out of his hand. Me splash.
I was about to say Yano at the same time was gonna stealth up and try to yoink it out of her hand. It's pitch black here too, right? Still or no?
I said it's pretty much, it's almost like it's pitch black here. It's still somewhat able to see at least, especially for anyone that has dark vision for the most part. But if you guys really want to, Zutark technically was the first one, so Zutark, you want to smash it?
I want to try to smash the stone.
Give me the attack. Give me attack roll.
Is it still in my hands at this point, or
It's
was it tossed
it's in
over?
her. It's in her. She like put it into a wrapped cloth and was basically about to put it into her.
Oh, and he
backpack.
tries to smash it as.
Yeah.
Go for it, bro.
No. Can I recklessly attack for it?
I think you gotta do that before, right?
Even if you would have to do that before, I don't think this is a situation to per se be mad enough to attack.
So
No,
as
just,
she
like,
moves out
a
of the way,
reckless attack just lets me do it with advantage.
If you want to do it with advantage, go ahead.
There we go.
There you go. Well, you proceed to basically with your ball, you're like, I'll take care of it kind of deal. As Yondu was going to proceed to just swipe it, you instead proceed to break it as your ball comes down, kind of like wiping right past her hand onto this amulet thing. As you see that of it being crushed, just completely
oh,
to dust at that point. And now
I
you
look
see
down and
a
I go, I can't believe that
huge-
actually worked.
And now you see a huge bunch of like darkness start to burst out of it. And
great.
as this darkness bursts out from it, she says, "Great, now we die." As
To be
Oh,
fair, I
God.
did tell you to give me information first. If you
and-
just told us anything,
and if you would just listen, and she says that.
why would I listen to
as
people I barely
there
know?
Is that of? Here we go. That of a huge bunch of sounds, almost the sounds of like flapping in the sky, as you see a multitude of bigger like bugs that appear to have an almost very shadow-like essence around them, to be basically swarming this entire dark circle now. And as you see, as I will put this up on the screen for you to see, these are bugs almost the size of not Titan bark, but like getting close to the size of Titan bark. As there's, like I said, not one, these are each swarms. As the shadows like keep forming these creatures in almost different areas, as you feel like this is now going to be a defense for your guys' potential life.
Natsu, I say possibly stealth, since I was stealthing up. Can I roll to see if they would see me real quick?
There's no stealth. These things, these are
What?
shadow. These shadow creatures. This is this entire area. They will seep into like anything. There is no hiding from these creatures, unfortunately.
But I'm got the stuff, got the things.
I
Fine, okay, I
Hmm.
guess I can hide behind people.
Under like
and stuff.
most other creatures or beings, maybe. But like I said, these ones specifically, these creatures aren't alive.
They have like true sight or something, I would suppose.
Before we get into a fight, can I do something real quick then?
That was kind of for you guys to be prepping beforehand. So sure, what up?
I'm gonna throw a torch down.
No.
Not the torch deck.
It's not an attack, so you should be fine.
Yeah, I'm just throwing it on.
Yeah.
I'm just like lighting a torch and just kind of like putting it down for we can have some light. At the very least,
That's a good idea.
torch has a big ass range. Damn, I know this. I didn't know the range was like this. It's kind of a big range.
Check-
Well, this is a
Checks
small
it in the
map,
water
too.
fountain.
Like,
Wait, should this be this big? Wait, it only says.
Throws it in the water.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
20. It's 20 feet normal, and then another 20 feet dim is what it is. Okay,
There you go.
I see. Right.
Yeah,
that.
you basically throw a torch down, and at the very moment, it seems like these creatures definitely don't specifically like the light, but there's so much kind of darkness like enveloping into here that the torch is not per se getting snuffed out, but it will soon be snuffed out if nothing is done about it. As these creatures, as much as they seem to not like the light, they are prepared to kill anything in sight.
Yeah, I mean, I figured that wouldn't stop them, but I was just like, I figured it's best for us to have some amount of light and not just be fighting these things in the dark, especially because I don't have dark vision. So, you know. But yes, okay. All right, Melissa's like, they probably don't like the light too well, but I don't have too many more torches on me to just make light like this. So we need to think of a plan to do right now pretty quickly.
Do you know if these things can be killed, Melius?
Permanently, no. Sadly, that's the problem of things from the Shadow Isles, but which I'm not sure these are from, but either way. But at least for right now, there probably is some sort of way for them to die.
Or they
And,
just
the
literally
best-
have a conversation right now.
As I said, the torch is keeping them away very, like, for just a moment.
Well,
Yeah.
fair enough. And
I see.
afterwards, go ahead.
I say we all get in this room up above, and I block the door. You guys call the guards. There's gotta be... This guy's a top contributor. There's no way we can't call the guards.
We're the guards.
the guards! No,
We
no,
the guards.
the sand soldiers.
They
Yeah, that's
specifically
awesome.
left.
Whoever-
Yeah, they specifically left and had us
There's
be the
gotta-
guards.
There must be a way to call them.
Is there a
God-
secret exit here?
God
Like
damn
a
it, Sir.
back tunnel or something? I'll ask to the mayor dude.
I had his name written down. What was his name?
Sir Gallagher.
Sir Gallagher.
Sir Gallagher, is there a secret exit?
It's Galagus, and I fear there might not be any exits that these creatures might not know about.
Jesus Christ! What the?
Do you
Listen.
have a way to call anybody?
Who do you think you all are?
Listen, we'll protect you like our job is to do, but afterwards, we're going to have a very serious conversation about why you had something that summoned these things in your pocket.
It didn't tell
I
us
had
about
what?
it.
You had that cursed thing that our troll friend just smashed in your pocket. We're going to have a conversation about why you had that.
There isn't any conversation to have if I don't know what you're talking about.
Written in your ledger, big man. But anyway, I'm going to take my guns out.
In your ledger.
He seems quite confused.
I'm gonna take my guns out, ready to roll initiative. I don't have any prep to do, besides switching out my bullets back to regular ones. But I am gonna look at these people and be like, so besides dying, do you have any other plan?
I think Yondel's gonna
We have
shoot
a
one
plan.
with the bow.
Does it involve not running away?
It involves what we say it does.
Which is?
She stays silent.
Alright, Yondel's
Alright,
gonna
well.
shoot one
Yeah.
with a bow.
Alright.
He wants to shoot this one. I don't know if that's like a we'll start combat or if I should roll
I
initiative.
would. Sir Gallagher, please get back in the
this?
bedroom.
Hold on, dude.
There's a bug in there.
In this? I thought they're flying
Go
up
to the
above.
bedroom!
No, they're like seeping in everywhere. They're like the walls
Oh,
don't matter
missed.
here because they will just bloop, like they'll pretty much like
They
seep
stay
through
through
we
the
are
walls.
we are fucked.
Does anyone else have torches?
No, I sold all my gear.
They're looking real good now, doesn't it?
Yeah, Yondel's gonna fire at one if I can.
I'm getting close to the.
If
I really
you-
don't care about the noble. I'm
if
getting
you
close
fire
to
one, that
to my
will start-
comrades.
Yeah, I mean Yondel's not gonna just sit around while
Yeah,
while
I'm ready to
else
start
surrounding him,
combat.
so
Yeah.
Let's go.
This
should
is
I roll
bad,
initiative
guys.
or
This is bad.
is that like a does
Uh,
that attack start it?
your attack will start. Well, it won't be the start of initiative, but I mean, sorry, you'll attack and then we will all roll for initiative.
Okay.
Oh.
Hit him, Yondel.
Cool.
Boom! 4 damage.
Let's go, big Yondel.
I think I might have something else. Let's see.
Does that kill any of them?
Concentration?
Yeah, one
4
shot.
damage. Yeah, it just kills.
Let's go.
I think I have.
Which one did you shoot?
This one here. This guy.
Okay.
Oh, I do get a. Let's see. Okay, I got another default. Does that hit? By the way.
If that doesn't hit, I'm running.
There we go. There's the music I wanted.
Yeah, does that hit or no?
All right, time to squash some
What are you
bugs.
hitting? You're hitting an 18. That certainly does hit.
Oh, I did not add myself to combat encounter. Oops, my bad. Let me roll my initiative.
And an extra 4 damage. If it does not fly straight through them, which I
Uh,
feel like it might.
You see, as the arrow
Oh.
definitely flies straight through. However, it does seem to have taken away a little bit of the shadows.
Do I have a negative initiative? Oh yeah, Dex is my bad roll. Okay, that's right. Dex is my dumb stat. Forgot that.
Wait, is this place only surrounded by the dark? What if we just walked out with the torch?
That would be a great idea, but
Well,
will anyone think of it?
I mean, they'll probably. I feel like they'll just follow us, but you know that might get people's attention.
Yeah, they might. The girl was also talking about taking it away or something, so it might have a certain range. Like,
I
he
mean,
might
that was before we broke it, though. But now that we broke it, that's probably all out the window.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh my god, they got a nat 1.
I did too.
There's so many of them.
Oh god.
At least we have some allies.
I knew I
maybe,
should have
if
snuck
they
out
don't
the
know
window
why.
when I could, man.
All right.
Dude, I can't stealth against these people. I'm at such a bad disadvantage.
I don't know why I put her on there. She doesn't need to be on there. You're gonna see opening up from the door as you hear a shit. It's happening. Barb, get over here.
Barbara.
Oh, the fucking other dude.
Barbara.
You know, so gonna kind of go there like, there was another thief here. There's another thief here.
There's
Barbara-
Another
multiple
guy,
guys.
yes.
I don't know if I
Barbara-
could live with myself.
Barbara barely has enough speed to get to him, but she does.
As well as a thieving lizard.
There's no way you don't find that lizard cute, Melius. Be honest.
Then they're gonna proceed to kind of close the door behind him.
That's fair.
And he
That's
runs
fair.
away.
See, if I would have been
Coward.
Barbara, I could have been.
Melis, it is your
Well,
turn.
use our thieves. All right, I'm gonna cast a spell. I'm gonna go to the spell for right now. So what I'm going to do is I don't know what this one. You know what? Let's do this. I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Shillelagh. What? Cast it? Oh, I guess it cast. I only got to roll, so whatever. Oh, it did not cast. What the heck? Cast a spell. There we go. It basically just and it's not concentration. No, so it doesn't have to break my other concentration. Good. But yeah, it basically just makes my weapon, and I'm going to cast it on my ancient god idol. So it basically just makes that be magical. I can use my spellcasting ability, which is my wisdom, instead of strength to make attack rolls and for damage, and it's now considered a magical weapon. And the damage die becomes a D8 if it was something less, which I think it was already a D8, so I don't think that matters. So I'm gonna cast that, and then how far away is this? Okay, I'm going to attempt to go to this one and attack it with my action. So that's my goal. What's the damage dice? I think it's no. Yeah, it's a D8 already, so that don't matter. The damage is a little different. Yeah.
12 doesn't.
Well, no, actually, no. It would be because it's still going off of my strength, so it would be a. Oh no, it would be a. What is our proficiency bonus right now? Is it a 2? Right, 2.
I think it's a 2 because you're level 4.
So a 2. My wisdom is a 4, so that's a 6. And then +1 with the weapon, so it should technically be a +7. So it should be a 12. It should be what was this 12 roll?
14.
So it'd be a 14, yeah.
14 hits.
Okay, all right. So the 14 hits, and then for the damage, that was a 3 plus. Instead of a +3, it'll be a +4. So it's 7 damage. Magical if that does matter, but yes, 7 bludgeoning damage.
I will tell you at the very moment. It's not that it wouldn't matter. It's that the fact of even hitting any of these creatures, you feel like there's just more and more swarming. As I've said before, these creatures are that of a swarm, so even hitting 1 or 2,
Yeah,
there's still a lot more to get through.
figured as much. Okay. But yeah, that's my turn. I use my bonus action and my action, so that'll be my turn. So then I will go to next turn.
one of these shadow creatures. Volix. It kind of seeps out, going onto you somewhat. I don't want to say lunging on you, but essentially the shadows just try to lunge onto you, Volix. They're gonna proceed to try to jump and bite you.
Yeah.
Holy
Christ.
shit.
That was a critical hit.
How'd they crit on an 18?
That's not a critical hit. Wait, is it a critical hit? I gotta check something.
That is not a question.
They did not 20, and usually the critical hit thing goes 19, 20, and you have, but they could be even better. I don't know.
I don't even think there's not many things that give the increased crit range though these days.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. But
Yeah, this thing doesn't have crits. I'm just gonna make it do it normal. There we go. Normal hit 36.
I go down immediately.
No, it's half. It's not crit.
No, I was just doing a normal roll, not the critical. That's why I said I went to
You take half
36.
the damage. So you would take 18.
I take.
I just took. Oh,
Wait, do I take
No,
the 36?
because you're
No,
thinking
you
of
were taking half. It wasn't a crit.
Yeah, that's why you re-roll damage, right?
yes. That's what I'm trying to explain is that I
Yeah,
rerolled
there
the
was
damage because I wanted to make sure that didn't roll up as a critical hit. So I rolled just another die to roll it, and it rolled up a 36. If you scroll down,
yeah. It just rolled high on this next one.
Yeah, I immediately go down.
No, that's still the crit damage.
That's not the second
That's
one.
definitely
Isn't
not the
crit damage.
crit damage.
if you click it and you click the 38 above, you can see how many dice it rolled. If you click on the one below, the 36, you can see how many dice it rolled.
I see.
Yeah, it just rolled high. Like that's what we're saying. It just rolled high damage.
Okay.
That is now Bullocks unconscious. Potentially up to death saving throws, whatever come to him, but the shadows pretty much are seeping into him right now as they're trying to almost like envelop him into that of the darkness. I don't know why I was doing this. Yondel, go ahead.
Okay, I think seeing Volux just get murdered in one hit. Where's the torch at?
It's pretty much just in the middle near the fountain.
Alright, I think Yondel's gonna use his movement to grab the torch. There's no way we're killing these people! Pick up Volux and let's get out of here! To the window! Oh god, Titan Bark though. Oh shit. Not Titan Bark, I don't know.
You can probably jump through.
Yeah, it'll just break the wall through. So I can't see through Titan Bark, but I'm assuming it's like around here.
It's not. It's yeah. It wasn't a visible thing.
Yeah, but I'll just say I picked it up somewhere along the way if I can.
I mean, where are we gonna run to?
Back left. It looks like that's the only room. Is that a window in the top back there? Well, I guess I wouldn't know. I haven't been in there, so I'm just gonna. Yeah, that's the only place I don't see
I
people.
mean, we could just run to the door. The front door.
Where even is the front door? It's over
It's-
here, right?
it's-
There's like
yeah,
two
it's-
of them
yeah.
right there. Yeah, I saw
it's
Volux
just-
get killed instantly. It gave me PTSD from Rumble, so I'm running. So 25 there. I'll place the torch like right here before I go, so that way I don't like take the light away. But I'm trying to slowly make us move to the back here. So move there. I got 5 more feet, so I'll go there.
All right. You pretty much moved all the way up there. That is your turn, I believe. So
I guess I have an act, or no, picking up the torch was an action or a bonus.
someone said they had to go, so don't worry about it. The picking up the torch, I would have just said it's just a bonus action, as you're probably just running and grabbing it.
Okay. I will I guess I'll just try to shoot one. I'll shoot the one next to
Is
Melis.
there a window for us to get out of in the roof?
Yeah, I guess I could see now if there's a window, but
I mean, there's a window over
Okay.
here.
Has that one been damaged yet?
Now that you're actually hold up, now that you're in this room, this isn't a window. This is just open.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, perfect.
This way, guys! And, yeah, has this one
What-
been damaged yet? The one next to Melos?
You can't really tell, and the reason why I say you can't tell is because I said before, it's just a swarm around him.
Yeah.
To say it's
Well,
damaged
not-
would be like.
I just
like,
mean
what do you
more
mean?
for my,
for
just
an
for my
effect?
thing, because,
Then
yeah,
yes,
because if
it's
I,
barely damaged.
okay, so just 9 damage then, however that works out. And, yeah, I'll just yell at everyone to follow me, and I'll end my turn.
An arrow being shot towards a bunch of these creatures. He hits probably one of them head on, but it's not enough to put in too much of a dent, I would think. But yeah,
Understandable.
I'm going toward the one down here. Julie. It's,
Oh shit, is it me already?
it's not that it's you, it's that it's about to be you, potentially
dear.
dead.
Oh dear.
We're hoping. Or are we? Who knows?
This is bad. Oh my god. Oh
These
my
things were
god.
quite
Okay.
literally don't mess with them. As you see the entirety of this thing, of the swarm of bugs, almost like pretty much bite at where your legs were until you kind of like slightly like stepped away from that of the darkness. As you see, this it seems to almost be like it's getting faster and bigger, considering that the light that you had is now more up here.
Does the attack have to hit me for me to use shield, or can I use it on an attack that misses?
Well, this game's supposed to be doing. This is a lot of damage. I get that we probably shouldn't be fighting these things, but this damage is like wild.
Oh, I know.
Then you better run.
Just
They
as
do
I receive an attack-
4d12 and 2d6. Jesus
We
Christ.
fucked around and we found out. I mean,
You know what? Not you said something. No, it's messing up again, Macros.
That's what I was like, I know you're not supposed to be fighting anything, but this damage is crazy. I'm looking at. Like, I was like 4d12 plus 2d6 is wild.
They all technically crazy, but they were supposed to be doing this type of damage a little bit later on. It's that I don't know why it's doing a glitch where it's registering it as twice. So it's supposed to be 2d12, 1d6.
Oh, okay. That's still a lot of damage, but that's more believable. That's just like these things one-shot us on like low rolls. Like they could roll bad and still like one-shot us. Like that's why I was like, that's
Okay, so
crazy.
does that mean he's not unconscious?
take half the damage,
Maybe he wouldn't have been, but I'm gonna say for right now he's at least unconscious, just because he's also the one that's had to go.
Yeah, that's fine. That's
Just
okay. That's
Either way,
okay.
I'll say that their damage is more. I'll just re-roll the damage for now. But these things, either way, they are still meant to be ferocious. As
Yeah, no, I was just like, man, that was like 30 something damage off of like low to average rolls. I was like, that's crazy. I was like, Jesus Christ.
yeah. And you said something about shield.
Yeah, I just want. Like, does it only apply to attacks that have? Oh god, have I just accidentally posted a bunch of shit? I didn't mean to. My bad. Yeah, shield. Ignore the animal form and. The extra
No,
garbage
it
I
doesn't
accidentally posted.
work because you didn't receive any damage. Because it would
Okay,
say
cool.
you would receive a resistance, a type of damage as well. And if that effect can't activate, then I guess that means you didn't receive an attack.
Cool. In which case, then then I've got nothing to react with.
Okay. Sorry, Mark.
Oh, how's the torch looking?
Get out of here, though.
How's the torch looking? Is
Uh,
it looking like it's gonna?
You.
Oh, the torch is on me. Oh, that's a problem.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, Yondel swiped it.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay.
I placed it like right on this one of these.
Oh, you
squares.
placed it there? I thought you took it with you.
Yeah.
I
No,
said
he
like
placed
halfway
it.
there. I placed it so that way it doesn't like completely drown out like where they are.
Okay,
Just
okay.
slightly moving it towards where we're
So
trying to
it's-
head.
So the torch does look like, again, it's only been mere moments since this whole thing started, so it's not gone out, but it looks like it will go out soon with the amount of wind, almost you feel like wind pressure coming from all the shadows surrounding you guys.
And they're not coming within range of the torch. We could see this,
They're
like
like
the light.
slowly approaching, essentially. More than they're slowly approaching, but some of you are just going up to the creatures.
And how much fire damage would it be if I just lit myself on fire?
Just thinking that.
It would be
You're
double the fire.
literally an entire tree, so
That's a lot of fire damage. That's gonna get doubled. That
I would
sounds
say
really bad.
if you're just normally lit on fire, it would be 1d6. So for you, it would be 2d6 basically, or unless you just want to say
And
it's
that's-
double of the 1d6.
And that's every turn.
Yeah, that's every turn
Yes.
at least.
2d6 every turn.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna head my way right over there,
Oh man.
and I'm gonna light myself on fire,
Oh shit.
and I'm gonna be blazing.
Second.
Hey, how much movement was that? Let me calculate.
How much movement do you have?
10 feet.
Oh my god.
Because you're a much bigger light source, you are now on fire, and well, actually,
It's time by purposely lighting himself on fire.
Oh,
He's
perfect.
gone now. He's
Oh, perfect.
Titan Bark, the torch that you had pretty much essentially kind of, I don't want to say burnt away, but burnt away as you pretty much went to burn yourself instead. As you are now lit on fire, as this is probably the worst case scenario for you, being that of a tree. However, right now, you see as the intensity of the coming from that of Titan Bark seems to be somewhat repelling these creatures a little bit.
Okay, so I've still got 15 feet of movement. This looks like it hits pretty far, so I'm gonna move over.
You're gonna catch me on fire too.
Why would you? What's the plan here? Hold on a second here. What?
Yeah.
Well,
I
I'm
get-
planning to keep these guys at bay, so
He's
these guys from over
sacrificing
here
himself.
can get over here.
Wait, where are we?
Okay,
trying
so
to get to?
2D,
They're trying to get to
2d6
the
you
top
said?
left.
Let me roll that.
Yeah, 2d6.
Okay, 7.
Titan Bark, you're ending your turn there.
Since would you say that's an attack, that fire damage?
I would just say that's an action.
The
You literally
burn
just,
dim.
like-
I don't think that's an
Yeah.
attack. Yeah, I don't know if that's an attack.
Damn it.
Yeah, that's not an attack. You literally, like, someone attacking you, yeah, but, like, you literally were like, I'll put myself on fire.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I don't think that's an attack. That sounds weird to be an attack.
Let me see if I got anything. I mean, yeah, I think that's gonna be it. I'm just gonna wait for everyone to get over here.
Are the surrounding trees on catching fire or no?
Not at the very moment because he's not close enough to it. But if like he gets an inch closer, they could.
Okay.
He gets like one square closer, they could start catch on fire. Yeah.
And what about the two dudes up there? Are they just getting like flamed right now?
I
they're-
really don't give.
They're,
I really
they're
don't.
kind
give a
of
fuck.
feeling the burn a little bit, but they're more so like they don't care, considering it's keeping the darkness away.
Okay.
Yeah, they're probably more worried about that. True. I would agree with that.
Titan bark. This creature proceeds to get closer. However, seeing how light you are, it kind of proceeding to go around as it kind of just wastes its turn at the moment. Zutark.
You better pick that motherfucker up.
Zutark's gonna debate it. He said, ally, enemy.
Begrudgingly, Zuta's gonna pick up Volix and throw him over his shoulder.
Sandbag training wasn't worthless.
Alright, he's gonna start moving over towards where Yondel is, carrying Volix on his shoulder.
Alright.
We got
you
to
come over, I'll
go.
kind of,
I
I'm
said
gonna
the
kind
same
of look at
shit.
you. Like,
Go.
I was gonna say that's your action and your movement.
Well, I have 40 feet of movement.
Well, wherever you end.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over to here. And that'll be the end of my turn.
You hear the sounds of skip, 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 skip.
Oh my god, the Pokemon.
Truly, as they would, technically the closest seeping out from the doorway would be you. That's another creature up at you. The darkness
Okay.
really likes you, Thule.
Good.
roll to hit
Lovely.
as normal.
That is a hit.
Oh,
I assume I don't. I
on a
hope I
second.
don't take 42.
it is an actual.
Is this an actual crit? No, it's
No,
No,
it's
no,
also
that's
14.
it says 14.
That's 10 points of 10 points of piercing, 2 points of necrotic.
Okay. Now I'm using shield.
Alright. What's shield do again?
Shield is I'm on the wrong page for this. So when I receive an attack, I can, with a reaction, receive resistance to the type of damage received and +2 AC for 2 turns, and an additional 10 feet. Doesn't say what that 10
So what
feet
resistance
is.
do you want?
I would like the what were the 2 types again? The one that's not necrotic.
That's just piercing.
I would like some piercing resistance, please.
Yeah, those jaws hurt a little bit. You also said you get 10 feet, so you can move away.
Hey, oh, amazing! I was just like 10 feet of what? Then yeah, absolutely, I will go to that space here. Let me pick myself.
I'm assuming that wouldn't provoke like a reaction since it's a reaction that's doing it. I would assume.
I hope not.
I think that's how that works.
Either way, well, I don't know if it says it or doesn't say it, but I'm just gonna tell you right now, they don't have that.
Oh, okay, all right then, cool. Okay, thank God.
Well, that extra 10 feet has done me a lot.
Because I was kind of wondering how I was going to get away from this one next to me, to be honest. So I was kind of.
It becomes the one in the eye patch as she says, "Great, now we got to go with Plan B." As she kind of like goes up a little. Actually, before she goes up, she's gonna grab the arm of Tiba over here and proceed
Oh,
to
okay. Oh my god.
go
Okay. Sorry, continue.
pretty much to kind of climb up on to, not inside here, to be on top of it. A little bit away from the shadows, because the shadows, as they are still swarming all around, they're mostly coming from the ground up. But for that, I'm gonna say at the very moment that you're going to kind of see them disappear off the screen. Julie, you're not in the shadows yet. Or sorry, in the light yet. You're close to it, but not enough. This creature goes up to you and he says he wants some. Does a... Oh, that's a 24 to hit.
That absolutely hits, yes.
Whew, 16. That's still a chunk of damage now.
10, so that's 10 piercing damage, 6 necrotic.
Now,
What
you
does
have
resistance do?
yeah, you have resistance, don't you?
Resistance to the piercing, yes.
Yep. What does resistance actually mechanically do? Is it
Half.
It's just half the damage.
okay? So that's half is 5 and
Yeah.
so 11 total. Then was it?
Yes.
In that case. Oh boy, not doing well.
Yeah, it's definitely kind of like you notice as there's a big kind of nick now at that of your legs, as if you look down to see your legs starting to kind of like mummify almost. Like
Oh,
it's
God.
starting to like, I don't want to say age, like all life in it's going away. But you're still
I'm
somehow
gonna run to
up.
the bathroom real quick.
Perfectly fine. With their turn, they're doing something else.
What is? Is this a runic thing on it? That's a pretty dope runic spark. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna kind of yell to the family like, "Get out of here!
They're gonna
Go on, get out of here!"
they're gonna proceed to somewhat listen, but more so in a way of like they're kind of far away, but not enough to where they're not near you guys because they still need the protection. Especially because they proceed to look out and say, "How do we get past the darkness?" As I
The
said,
question,
Regular darkness?
as
no,
I
it's
s-
magical dark.
it's like it's as I was explaining it before, it's like a huge kind of like dome of darkness that's kind of like surrounded this area, but it's like pretty much making the entire place really dark as it is, so it does just look like pitch black darkness out there.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, I'm gonna kind of yell to the group of people over here. Do any of y'all be having a torch?
I've got one, sort of. Got something like that.
He is.
Well, light it up and go on outside then.
Julie.
Oh.
Okay. I am up.
Wait, is it?
Then-
When was my turn? Or oh, no, mind. Tulee's back. Okay, no mind.
Cool. So let me just measure things up.
Funny enough, Julie hasn't taken a turn yet.
Yep. So Julie is going to not stick around, quite obviously. So that's 15, and then another 15. Just going to basically sprint past Titanbark as best I'm able. With like a little twirl of the spear, just kind of like slap himself on the leg and just be like, yeah, maybe don't get bitten, and defensive maneuver. So everyone gets +1 AC and 3 damage reduction.
Oh, perfect.
Sweet.
For a minute, which I believe is 10 turns. And then I'm also going to turn to Zutark and be like, Zutark, you're Renekton you speak of so highly. Don't suppose he hears prayers, does he?
He may be.
Then maybe pray!
Okay. You kind of see Zutark just like grab at the alligator bones on his necklace and begin to like close his eyes.
And then I'm going to use my action surge, and I'm going to spend that. I'm going to spend that on my. Oh no, it's a bonus action. I don't need to use action surge. I am going to use second wind.
Okay.
So 1d10 plus con plus combatant level. So that's. Wow, my con is terrible.
Yeah.
So that's still. It's. Hey, it's hit points. I'll take that happily. And that is my turn.
Alright. It would be that of Volix, but at the moment, he is technically down, but he doesn't really need to make death saving throws as he isn't in specific danger just yet. It does become this swarm, but this swarm actually, instead of going towards you guys, goes further away. You can make opportunity of attacks if you want, but it does go away because the light that's getting closer.
I don't want to make it mad. I'm not doing nothing.
Melis?
Oh, okay. All right. Oh wait. Oh, okay. So now I don't think it is.
Also, too, you don't have yours. You already used your reaction.
We could try to like escape
yeah,
out the
shit.
back, right? Which is a thing. But then Titan Bark's left here. Because I'm pretty sure he's not gonna be able to fit in this back office. So
No, I've been in
We
that
talked
office.
about that room.
Oh, he was? Okay. I didn't know that was the room he was in. I thought because he couldn't get into that other room. Okay, that's fine.
No, this is like a bedroom. This one was like isn't made for what this room was made for, which is that room was made for a bunch of like shrines of Azir.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay. Gotcha. I was thinking he couldn't get through because he couldn't get in that other room. Okay then. Well, Melis isn't ready to like leave out this fight yet, though. You know, as a matter of fact, he's just gonna go over and swing at this one. Oh wait, is this too far? Hold on, wait. I think I'm actually inside of its box. Hold on, wait, can you move out the way? Yeah. Okay, there we go. Yeah, then I will go here.
Okay.
And I'm gonna swing at this one. I think my weapon is still magically enchanted right now.
Yep.
So I will just attack with my god idol. There you go.
Oh, that's
It did. Oh, what that is? Oh wait, hold on. What is? I'm pretty sure that's not gonna get high enough anyway. But oh yeah, I rolled a 3. I don't think that's gonna make it. I think that's a 9 at most. Yeah.
that does not hit as you're
Yeah.
you're kind of like debating between leaving and staying to fight more, and as you proceed to go in and try to attack, you're like thinking about leaving, so you're kind of like looking back for a second as you kind of missed.
Yeah. Blast it. Do I have anything else I want to do with a bonus action? Not really, because my weapon's still good. I don't really need to do a healing word right now. That's a reaction on if I get hit. Yeah, okay. Alright, we're good there. That'll be my turn then. Let me end my turn. Oh, wait, what?
So don't worry about it.
There you go. Now it's Yondo's turn.
I did not expect you to go back in.
Yeah.
So, would pulling out a lantern be an action or a bonus action? Would you say?
I think a lantern has something set on there, but otherwise I'll just say bonus action.
Okay, I think I'll whip out the lantern, and then if you allow it as my main action, I have 5 candles, and so I want to like kind of quickly light all of them and then tell everyone, take these, and try to hand out 5 candles to anyone that is able to grab it.
A candle.
I mean, that will be that will be your action, bonus action then. But you
Yeah.
can give them out candles.
Okay. And I have a lantern on me too, so I'm not sure. It's a hooded lantern, whatever light that provides.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I probably would move up so I can hand them to some to these guys too.
All right.
Just gonna start leaving.
All right. Do you have more movement?
Yeah, I do, but I'm just gonna stay here for now.
I was gonna say, if you try to proceed outside of the map, that would be proceeding outside of the darkness.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna wait like just on the edge, just to make sure everyone else is out before I go.
Titan mark.
All right.
The swarms are
Okay,
starting
first
to
things first.
starting to kind of more so start to enclose on you, and I will say this, just for reference, there is kind of more coming into fruition behind them as well.
Damn it. So, boom. Okay.
Zoomed out.
I don't want to leave Melis.
I mean, you can grab him.
Aren't you on fire? Don't grab me.
Grab.
Aren't you on fire?
Well, unless you should have ran, man.
Melis doesn't like the undead, so you know, and not like a scared, not like a scared of them. He's like a hates them kind of thing.
Melis, will you be safe?
Nagaboros watches over me today. She will not let me fall to these vile creatures.
I'm dead, bro.
She might.
He's so dead.
I don't know if I should trust him.
Just grab him.
I'm gonna grab him. I'm grabbing him.
You're on fire. Let me go.
I'm
No
grabbing
man
him.
behind.
And is that an action?
That would be
That's
that
a
would
grapple
be,
action.
would be a grapple action. So
I'm contesting that.
You're contesting?
You're on fire.
It's just 1d6 damage.
I'm not trying to be on fire though. Like what?
Man, like I
Who
said,
your
lets
ass-
a, who lets a
Would you
burning
rather
person
be
just grab
on-
them?
What's
Would you
what's
rather
a
Would you rather be
what
attacked
would
by
be a
these
grapple
bugs?
action? What do I roll?
I think that's athletics versus a
Either athletics or
athletics
acrobatics, I think.
Okay,
acrobatics.
so
Yeah.
athletics.
And I'm gonna do athletics as well.
Okay, it's 14.
Oh, we tied.
What happened?
I think is is there a thing for is it we roll or is there like a rule for ties? Like what happens then?
I'm gonna. I don't know if there is or is it. So for now,
Re-roll.
I'm
Re-roll.
just gonna say that you guys are. He's pretty much trying to grab you, at the moment, but you keep kind of like struggling. I don't consider every time he tries to touch you, he's literally on fire. So. I'd say if you would have attempted again as your basically continue the attempt to keep grappling onto him, that would take up your bonus action now.
Do it, tree man.
Okay,
Do
will
it.
action surge, will that bring back an action and a bonus action? It says
Action
it
surge is
can
just an
take
action.
one. Damn it. I'm leaving you. You know what? I wanted my bonus action, but alright, I'll do it again.
Make the checks again.
Oh, we gotta do it again. Okay, all right, but
Yeah, I said if you wanted to do it again as a bonus action, you can.
oh, he got it that time.
Perfect.
Alright,
So I
Velas, you immediately start to feel third-degree burns as you've been basically
Yeah,
taken
I
by
guess so.
that of a tree man.
alright, I'm moving now. Right over there. 25 feet.
Are you going straight through the wall?
No, because the
Well-
door's not blocked.
I just meant.
Where you going?
Yeah, there's.
I wanted to go here.
That would be going through a wall.
Okay,
No,
let's
isn't there a window
go.
right there?
I'll go right here.
That would still be going through the window. The window isn't big enough for
like-
him. Like he's the big
You
one.
gotta
here.
Smash through the window.
That's what I'm saying. Is,
Yeah,
do you want to
that
break
would
through? That's still breaking through the wall.
How much damage would I take? I don't know.
But you can't fit. Did he not? Wait, can you fit through that window? What's happening here?
No,
No,
this
it'd be
entire
breaking.
place
Smash-
here, he would have to smash these. What I'm telling them.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
What if I go here?
You can fit through there. That's what I'm telling you. You can fit through here.
Okay. Okay, perfect.
Run, tree man, run.
And every step you took, this house now starts to become on fire.
Perfect.
As the red bit that you were kind of standing on earlier, that was like a different kind of sand. Now
Which one?
this is more of a wooden structure here, and this place is now starting to catch on fire.
Yes, use the light to make sure they don't fall
Okay,
apart.
and then I'm gonna use my. I brought. Oh yeah, he's with me. Good. I'm gonna use my action surge here, and I'm going to use. You hit like a baby ram, no horns yet. And this, I'm gonna puff up my chest. I'm gonna avoid attacks during the next minute. I am immune to physical attacks.
Damn,
Okay.
that's quite the feature name.
Is that it?
Yeah, I know. And yeah, that'll be my turn there.
All right. Oh, he's leaving you, I guess. You're barely in the barely in the range to where you are not fully in that of the light. Julie.
He has a
He does have
candle
a
if he
candle.
wants it.
He does
If he
have a
wants it,
candle.
he has a candle.
Does he have a
No.
candle? You said you handed it.
I had 5 candles, and I started out right here. I don't know if I could. Can you see that? Started out like right in the doorway.
Did you
I
actually?
would've given
give
him to
one
my
to-
comrades.
Okay.
I was trying. Well, if he took it, I was offering it to anyone
I had
near
no
me.
reason to not take it if I was
Okay,
offered
so
it.
you did take it. I was asking because there is also 3 these people over here technically.
Yeah, I would have given them just like 1 if I didn't have enough. I would have given them first to my comrades before them.
Okay. Then this creature kind of goes up to you close this time, but this time does not proceed to get
No.
close enough to attack you.
Hey, the
no.
candles.
Zutark?
Alright. So, let's see. Can I try to grab Thule in my other hand and carry him out?
I mean, you're already carrying bullets, so it might be hard, at least if he resists.
Oh, I don't need
Alright.
the help. I don't think I'm just delayed.
No,
I'm just
I
behind.
can't. I'm gonna rage and go in and try to grab Thule.
Do you
Truly.
resist?
No.
All right, you have one.
I'm
You
just
got one.
confusedly
You got
yanked
one
along.
small sack that's alive in your hand, and the other small sack that's not dead, but technically asleep. I guess. I don't know. Unconscious.
Alright. I'm gonna run
What?
out the
Huh?
We're talking about bullets.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, he is unconscious.
then-
True, he did take
Yeah.
something.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm kind of like I'm basically like fireman carrying them over my shoulders, stacked on top of one another, and then running out the door. The pathway, yeah.
If you do you try to leave the darkness with them?
Yes.
All right. You proceed to actually get through that of the darkness with that of the light. The only thing is, when you get through the darkness, as it did open up for a second because of the light you had in the hands, it quickly closed behind you.
Well, up to them now.
Now, not to say I want to specifically end combat, I'm going to because I'm not gonna make you guys go through any more of this because at this point, you guys literally just have to leave.
Oh, okay, perfect.
And if you stay
Oh,
here,
oh.
this is almost certain death.
Yeah. No. No, we're
Oh,
gone.
really?
No, I'm staying here. No, I'm not staying here. I'm going.
No, you
You're
want to
you're
stay?
literally being held. That's right. Take a
Yeah, and I'm
take
being held either
1d6
way.
fire damage real quick.
Of course. Okay.
You don't have the choice. You're coming with.
But you will all proceed out of the darkness to where you see the darkness is at the moment currently surrounding that of this entire place. But outside seems very much, I don't want to say normal, but like a quiet, I don't want to say night, but like quiet night turning day. As you start to see the sun start to come up, you start to see the entirety of this place that was around here that you guys kind of see essentially start to disperse as the sun rays kind of start to hit into it, to where you see all this darkness that was here in this entire area gone. However, the thing that you notice more than anything, it's not just that they're gone, it's that they also left this place in quite a mess. It's almost like a ruin or rubbles now of what was previously here. I don't have a map for this or representation, but for representation, it is kind of in crumbles and in ruins. Seeing the place left over now.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
was
through the
our
commotion.
home.
I was gonna say, through the commotion of us leaving, can I try to pickpocket the main guy as we're leaving
Oh,
the darkness?
The who?
Like the main dude, the mayor guy,
Or Galagus?
Galagus.
You gave him
What?
a candle. He's practically looking all around constantly, so that's gonna be a tough check. But why do you want to pickpocket him?
Well, I mean, okay. I mean, if he's like I guess if he's really
He's
lurking,
scared. Like there was just the entirety of the shadows that just surrounded him. You think he's not looking around?
Okay,
Grenade
fine.
gold in
I
your
was gonna
pockets.
like bump into him, kinda, and try to take something, but it's fine. I won't do that.
Let's go for a nice round 200.
You hear the sounds of ka-chink, ka-chink, ka-chink.
I'm holding my pockets as we
Okay.
try.
I'm gonna put Melis down. Mr. Melis, do you have any spell that might take this fire away? I'm currently dying.
Take another 2d6 Titan Bark. Melis, you were let go. However, your hair starting to basically like have a couple or like has like that, you know, that burn at the top of your hair. That's what it kind of looks like.
Okay.
Titan Mark, stop, drop, and roll.
I'm gonna try and stop, drop, and roll as well. See if it'll help.
Tuli's gonna like try and like just kind of throw sand on him to see if that
Yeah.
does anything as well, just
I'll,
to smother it.
Yeah.
Roll around in the
whatever
sand.
check I need to roll, I guess I'll roll it to try to get it from being burned as well.
You can do a spell if you want, but if you want to just do a roll, what do you want to specifically do?
Stop, drop, and roll.
Like I know he wants to stop, drop, and roll. I'm saying what does Melis want to do?
Yeah, I guess. Wait, hold on. I have a spell. I'm gonna just make a spell.
Yeah, as for
Yeah, I'm
Melis,
gonna
he
do
had
a
like
spell.
a small burn, like he just went. Well, small burn.
Oh
on
wait,
the
was
hair.
mine not? Oh, okay. I mean, I
You're
took burn
not
damage.
on fire. On fire. You were like your hair was on fire, but then you were like like you stopped it like that's at the top of your hair.
Oh, okay.
It's just that you took the initial burn damage because you were initially held by
Gotcha.
someone. This is just if you want to
Okay.
help him.
Yeah, sure. I will help him. I will cast. Does that help? What this is? Oh yeah. Place it down, please. There we go. There we go.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna take away the fire.
It's a 30-foot cube.
Oh, thank you, Melis. Oh, I feel so much better. I just lean back, sit down.
Galagus,
Sir-
what were those
Sir-
things?
Sir Galagus, what in the hell? You told us nothing.
And I'm supposed to know something?
You had the thing
It
that
was
sits
your
up here.
house. My
Surely
higher-ups
you have some
hearing about
questions.
this.
Surely you be having some suspicions about what happened. No, maybe where you got certain.
Maybe I would have
Artifacts
suspicions,
from-
but everyone just seems to be pointing fingers at me now.
It was literally your necklace.
I did not have any such necklace. That's not even a necklace.
Oh, so you know what I'm talking about then?
He
Got
definitely,
you.
like, looks left, looks right. He's like, what? You're not talking about the obvious thing that was smashed?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Yes, the
I'm
thing
gonna
that everybody had seen.
I'm
That was
gonna
on
use-
you. It was yours.
Oh, so that means I should know every single thing that I have. Everything. Right. So what does that mean for you? What do you have on you? Maybe now you're
Okay,
suspicious.
calm
Maybe you
down,
brought it to
calm
my
down.
house.
You
Let's-
seem quite defensive.
I want to use my restore strength on Volix because he has. Well, first of all, he's unconscious, so I'm just gonna use it to get him out. And I'll use one of my hit die. How much is a hit die? Just 1d.
It's whatever your hit points are. Like whatever you
I
roll
mean,
for
I
your
can
hit
say
points
that
when you
that-
level up, that's your hit die.
I mean, I can say that heals him perfectly fine. The issue is, I'm not gonna
Well, it's
be
not
role
him.
playing him here.
Damn
He's
it.
alive. He's sleepy. He's very
Yeah,
sleepy.
Sleepy.
Technically asleep, just more of unconscious still. Still
Odd
recovering.
right when we needed him.
Hey, you blame him for not being here. I don't know. He looks very confused, very concerned at the same time as Sir Galagus is like, don't you see what's happened here? As he looks at that of the entirety of his house being left in ruins. Can't you just leave me in peace for a moment?
For your own safety as well as just to make sure no other loose ends happen, we can't quite just leave you alone, Sir Galagus.
Gallagher, yeah.
Well, just stand over there for a bit or something. Just give me some time.
Miss Melisala step away for a bit. Not too far from him, but you know.
You can actively see what he's doing. He's not doing anything. He's kind of just sitting there with his wife and child, kind of just looking at the ruins of the house.
So we're outside the shadow dome, right? I'm just making sure.
Yes, it does also
Okay.
seem like there are that of kind of guards starting to come around this area. So I will say you could also either alert them or just wait as they come by, because they will come by on their own.
I'm just gonna call them over. If I see any that like kind of patrolling a bit of ways away, whatever, I'll yell or whatever. Be like, the sand soldiers, we need y'all over here.
They proceed to come on over.
Did they make any sort of reaction to the giant magic shadow dome thing?
They don't specifically, because they're the sand soldiers that have been called over.
Yeah.
So they don't really have much of a reaction, more of just awaiting for you to say something.
I'm gonna tell them, we've been needing you to call over whoever your creators or sculptors are. There's a hell of a problem to deal with.
They give a kind of like a Shuriman salute as they proceed to go on to find some people.
I'll walk up to Galagus again and say, "Is there anything you want me to try to search for in the runes?
No!
Anything of-
Why would I want you to be searching for anything? There's nothing to be done here either. There is nothing here but the ruins and just whatever, just go away.
Jeez, cranky." Guess I'll just walk away from it.
Savage is not here. I was gonna question Savage's character about who those people were, but
He's still technically unconscious.
yeah.
I
True.
restored him.
Yeah, but
He's
still
unconscious. He's not here
unconscious.
though.
Oh,
He's
okay,
unconscious. He's not here though, because no one else is gonna roleplay his character. So,
Could ask Thule.
did those people escape with us, or did they escape somewhere else? I'm assuming they escaped on their own. somehow.
They went a different area.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay.
I'm gonna just turn to the group here. What I want to know is how this guy knew he was gonna get robbed. I mean,
Seems oddly defensive. I mean, go ahead, Titanmark.
But was
Seems
he
like he has
entirely
something
wrong
to
though?
hide.
It looks like some thieves did come to rob him. I don't know where they went now.
But he knew he had something to be robbed of.
Yeah, I don't know if I believe his story of not knowing what that thing did.
I mean, maybe
Well, the story-
Zootark has a better idea.
Well,
He got a close look.
the story does have holes in it. Him just being the rich noble gives plenty of reason for thieves to come rob him.
They seemed to want that thing though, like they came specifically for it. Wasn't just a random robbery.
And how do you know that?
They asked for it. You remember they were begging Volix for it. For the thing. Before
But you also said they didn't come here for the gold.
I didn't say anything about gold. I woke up.
You just did. You just said they weren't here for the gold. They were here for
No,
that.
I said it wasn't a random robbery. I said they were here for something specific. I'm sure they were here for
And
gold
you
too,
said
but
they were here. They weren't here for the gold. They were here for that. How would you know that?
I did not say that.
I want to roll inside on this
I know
man.
what I said.
I want to roll inside. You definitely mentioned they weren't here for the
I
gold.
literally
You
did
literally
not say
did.
that. I said, how would I even know about any gold? I don't think I said that. Did I say that? Everyone else?
I don't know.
I heard something
have it
about
on-
gold. I
we
thought
ha-
it was just, I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna say there's not gonna be any role here. It's just gonna be left on you guys to think what you want. I will say though, again,
Okay.
it does seem like Yondel would be hiding a little bit of his body.
I got a cloak on. I'm just wrap it around me.
That's what I mean. You
Not
usually
That
you
don't
have
matter,
it a
no.
little bit open. It's like now it's really kind of more closed.
It's quite cold out here. The breeze.
We hear a little jingle.
Just literally look at his pockets. 173 gold is not that easy to hide in your pockets.
That's why I
Yes,
said
yes,
he's got the cloak around. Let's
It's very cold right now. It's gonna. Sure,
I'm gonna
bundle
roll
up.
inside. I don't believe
I don't
this.
even. Should I roll deception?
Wasn't Tiuli right next to him? Tiuli,
you can roll deception.
Do you know
this-
anything?
This way.
Oh shit. Oh,
Julie has
know.
just been like madly pacing back and forth and waiting for everyone else. And I'm sorry. Are we having conversations now? Are we having this moment where we calmly discuss what's happening now at this time? This is when we've decided to have the conversation.
you're right.
No. Yes, Thule, this is the time when we're not fighting giant shadow creatures.
Oh,
I
so
feel
long as
as
it's,
this,
so
I
long
feel
as
as
it's
if it's
after the
any
fact.
time, but
No,
this
no.
is the best time to have the
Before would have been
conversation.
stupid, but now's perfect time. Like,
Before the thieves came that you knew about. That is that what you mean?
like me to give a recap of how my evening has gone.
Please do, Thule.
You know, I recall a moment, just having a moment of brief shut-eye. Maybe I let my watch go on just a little too longer, but I had a little brief lapse of judgment. I wake up, I see my good friend Ulex here, apparently taking over my shift in my absence, and I find him, keeping a very, very close eye of the situation. Yeah, he watched them as they walked in, he watched them as they picked the lock, he watched them as they opened the chest, and yet, when confronted by all this gold behind them as I stand there with a gun to the back of my head, they choose not to take any of the coins, but rather they keep looking for something else.
I'm gonna
This
stop
is-
you real quick. They did take some coins. They did
They,
take.
they took enough that Thule like doesn't consider it like it's not like they emptied it.
Yeah,
like,
they
they
didn't
didn't take
empty it.
that.
They took
Like,
like a couple of
you know,
handfuls.
They took a couple handfuls, but ultimately what they were looking for was that suspicious, darkness emanating crown thing that just so happens to act up the moment our sea priest man here decides to get all uppity for some reason, and yet at no point does anybody explain why they're doing what they're doing, what they're taking. I don't believe this man knows what he purchased. I don't know if he found it. I don't know if he was entrusted with it. But I certainly don't think he got it to help him with his sleep.
While I do believe the Sir Galagus foolishly acquired this artifact or relic without knowing what it did, you mean to tell me that even knowing of Volix and his traitorous designs, you just let it happen?
Sure, if you're familiar with what a pistol works, but there's this little trigger, and when it's slightly moved,
yes.
the little ball moves very quickly.
I believe you took your shift on top of a tree, yes? So must have been a crazy good thief to climb on top of a tree and have you at gunpoint before you woke up?
Well, I think you'll find I went to see the situation and then found more people than I was expecting behind me. Oh, there was the big man, there was the little lizard. Did I mention the woman with a bag full of spiders? Did you not notice any of those? Because you seemed to be sleeping very peacefully while that was happening.
True.
It seems like
Wish I
Dooley's
did. I
been
wish
through
I would have
lots.
woke up earlier, but I would assume that the people I've decided to group with would have the job at heart. I see that does not be the case for all of us.
They came for the crown. I don't know why they came for the crown. I don't know why he had the crown. What I do know is that the person that was trying to haggle with them for the crown is currently unconscious because of a bunch of shadow bugs that the crown unleashed because it was smashed for some reason. Because discussions didn't happen.
Yes. During the heat of moment, times would have been nice to have all the relevant information before this happened. I agree with that. Which is why we're trying to get the information now.
Certainly. And what we have currently is we have the descriptions of many of those people who came for the crown, many of whom I imagine are wanted criminals who I'm sure after the general is done with tearing us a new arsehole, assuming that's all they do, can probably tell us who those individuals are and what they're looking for specifically. And there may be a chance we'll run into them into the future and we'll be able to ask them more properly. But right now, I think I'm going to take a moment of gratitude that my leg is the only thing currently rotting. The Titan bark is only mostly immolated, but we've made it out okay. And these are questions that we can answer. So let's all take a deep breath, be satisfied, and maybe consider not jumping straight to smashing. Zutak, good initiative. I do rate it on some level, but let's take a moment and reassess when the sun comes up, perhaps.
Technically, the sun is coming up. That's why the shadows went away. But yeah.
Well, now seems to be the time. The sun's coming up. Listen, I think we did our job. We were bodyguards. They were alive. We weren't house sitters, okay? They didn't tell us anything. They said it would be a simple, easy job. And look what happened. They, if anything,
Has
owe
anybody
us
showed up
answers.
yet?
As I recall, the quest was to protect him and his family, and looking at them, they are alive. I'm sure.
Put a
I'm
scratch
sure
on them.
essentially someone will show up whenever you kind of like when you guys are kind of done with your scene there with your scene. Someone will show up.
I'm just gonna be waiting for somebody to finally show up.
Okay.
Like, Julius is going to lean over to everyone and, like, try to smile as he keeps an eye on the guards' approaches and be like, some thieves tried to take an artifact. We broke the artifact to keep them from getting it. This is an objective fact. This will keep us safe if they test us for lies. Let's keep on the positive
You
side
mean
of things.
The thieves broke the artifact, right?
Oh,
We didn't
certainly.
do it.
It was broken in the scuffle that we had with the thieves while we were doing our job.
Exactly. That's how I remember it.
You will see as that of a bunch of different kind of I say different kind, but like the same type of guards, but mostly the sand soldiers and that of the golden guards are basically coming up and appearing now, basically rushing over to the area that you guys are all at. As they kind of go, as most of them go around and assess the situation, you see one of them, one slightly familiar to you guys, that of okay, I say similar, familiar, semi-familiar to you guys as this Gorngor comes up and says, "Explanation. What has happened here?"
I just go to him and like, it do seem like we or had to deal with some shadow undead type creatures. Some thieves broke into the night. Some of my group was able to catch them and attempt to stop them, but it looked like in the scuffle that happened, some sort of object was broken that caused, well, these shadow monsters to appear.
I see.
The only thing we had left to do was to try to get the family and get out. We were able to do that because they seemed to be a little afraid of the light. So using some torches we had, we were able to get them out. Sadly, the family's manor was burned in the process.
Simple,
There seemed to be like
simple
a dome.
reconstruction. It shouldn't be that hard to bring back up. However, for now, we do need to have that of a search.
Yes, feel free. We'll go and look through them.
One of the guards actually does come back very swiftly, says something in your ear, and says, "What is your name?"
I am Melis. Me and my group here was tasked with bodyguarding Sir Gallagher's Gallagher or Gallagher's? How do you say his name?
Galagus.
Gallagher's. Okay. Sir Gallagher's and his family tonight from would-be thieves.
Melis. I will let you know your name will be remembered. For now, everything you have told me has come to fruition. As I have been told, there's been that of at least some shadows still lingering about. Even we understand a little bit about these creatures, and we thank you for that of your protection for these people. but we will now put them into our protection as well as asking them some questions. I know you are that of the group that has been, per se, assigned to help with us for now. So please go back home, get some rest, and we will come contact you later.
I do think me and my group would enjoy that very much. And I'll kind of turn to everybody and be like, well, boys, let's head on back.
Real quick, what did it look like? You did say there was a relic, right?
Yeah, I said there was
Yeah.
like some sort of object or whatever. Yeah.
She asked, what does it look like? I'll just bring it back up for you.
Oh, I was gonna say, yeah. I was like, okay. So it was. I was like, I think it was white, but I wanted to make sure. Okay. It looked, from what I saw briefly in a moment, it looked like some white, kind of winged looking relic, maybe some sort of a crown or some sort of brooch, maybe, but it was definitely white with some looks like some gems in it. Couldn't quite see what the gems were in the dark, but definitely seems to be some sort of white winged relic.
She kind of seems like she notes it down, like not like in a like notebook or anything. She just kind of nods and she says, "You've done well today. Remember that."
Yes, glad to be of help.
You guys all proceed to go back to that of the Shuriman bedroom.
My leg is rotting. I'm going to bed.
You just heard, or you have like a status condition or something on you?
It'll recover in time. It's like
Yeah.
the life was sucked away from his legs a little bit.
Oh, okay. What are your rotting leg things you keep mentioning?
I would like to sell some items and buy a tower shield.
Any shopping, like I said, you could do that normally around.
Perfect.
So you could do that literally whatever. But for the time being, I assume everyone does go to that of the bedroom, or sorry, the bedroom of the home base.
Yeah, I'm definitely going back for sure. I'm gonna go back right now.
Setting down of that of bullets. All right. You guys all proceed to go back to that of the bedroom, getting that of your rest, technically for the day, as you guys can all get your long rest. However, I will say later in the day, because like I said, you were sleeping for most of the day, or at least somewhat of the day. So like halfway into the day or a little bit later on, you will hear that of the knocking at the door.
Julie will let them in.
Well, you just said we get a long rest, right? Just making sure.
Yes.
Okay, all right, bet. Okay, I wouldn't took it.
That of the Sandcraft Reveal comes in as she goes, all right, I've firstly come in here to all of you, as she assumed that you guys have somewhat listening or gathered around a little bit, as she goes, it was a lot more dangerous than I had expected it to be.
No kidding.
On the grand side, though, I heard that you all have saved that of a couple of nobles' lives.
Congratulations.
Well,
Not a scratch on them, I might add.
I will say we've done some investigation onto everything here, and as we couldn't specifically find any proof for it, it does appear to be that there was a, non-Shuriman relic that was imported into here. One that contained that of a dark-like power that was concealed. I don't know how or who specifically concealed it, nor do I even have a date of when it came in when I tried to search through that of the records.
Question.
Even that being said, yes.
Did you
find like the origin of the relic? Did you figure out who had it to begin with?
No,
What did the So Gallagher's told you nothing.
we got all this information specifically from Gallus, and a little bit from more research, but why?
Well, from what I understand, it was his item.
And
Well, I mean, it's not suspicious that he had a non-Shuriman artifact that caused what happened there, and just on his person.
there's nobles all sorts around here with all different types of relics and artifacts coming from different areas and places. To say it's not normal to have any random artifact on you, I feel like you're being a bit unfair. Now, to say that it's to have power like that, well, normally most of those artifacts and relics are just that. Nothing. That, however, did contain something more, as we have also spotted some sightings of some lingering shadows roaming about. We're not quite sure, as we went to investigate, and every time we have today, they seem to disappear. It is quite concerning to us, and we're just telling you this as to keep an eye out. But this is not mean to say anything to others. Is that understood?
Crystal clear.
Yes, it be understood.
Fantastic. And for the time being, I would suggest to just keep an eye about. We will talk more about this another day. For now, continue to get your rest and do whatever it is that you see fit. But remember, anything that you do at this very moment, it does reflect on that of Emperor Azir, one way or another. As she proceeds to leave and close the door. And with that, you guys can chat if you want. But this is the end of the session, essentially.
Perfect.
Nice.
So pretty much I will end the session whenever you guys are done. And if you guys just feel like this is a good just stopping point overall, we can just stop.
Melis is just gonna kind of sleep for the night after that incident.
Yeah, I'm gonna head over to the hot tub and get in there.
Right?
I think I'm good.
Then
We have failed upwards. Let's go.
for now, you guys will be ending the session here. And I will also be telling you, you all will be getting that of your level up to level 5.
Let's go.
Oh, perfect.
Hey.
Quick.
So, everybody have a fantastic night. And we see you all next time. Bye.